Hi.
Oh, good evening, everyone. Oh my God, you are looking beautiful and or handsome this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome back to Iron Valor and welcome to the wild beyond the Witchlight. Tonight is, I was going to say, a very special episode. You won't be learning about drugs or sex. I mean, not explicitly, but it is a very special episode because it is the finale of our run through of Wizards of the Coast's Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We'll be coming to our denouement, our beautiful final moments with our beloved Witchlight playwrights. I'm very excited to jump into it. But before we actually jump into it, I've got a couple more things to scream and shout and roll around about. First of all, if this is your first time joining us, oh my God, welcome. I'm so happy to see you. If you are returning, thank you so much for your continued presence. Our beautiful blood gods, hallowed be thy names. We refer to our audience as the blood gods because kind of the thing we do here on Iron Valor is we run through official Wizards of the Coast modules, and our audience, the blood gods, gets to do things to influence the tide of the story. You might notice at the bottom of the chat that you are racking up Valor tokens. Valor tokens help grant players luck, the party blessings, and me curses, as I always say, wildly unfair. But you can gain Valor tokens by simply watching our streams. And if you use the command point commands, you can see ways that you can influence the game. If you do exclamation mark points, you can see how many Valor tokens that you have racked up so far. So definitely check that out. Otherwise, I want to shout out to some of our partners and some of the folks who brought us here today. First of all, I want to give a shout out to our partner, 9 Realms Gaming. They create top-notch gaming accessories from the finest woods this realm has to offer. If you visit www.9realmsgaming.com and use our exclusive partner code LYRE10, that's LYRE10, you can get 10% off. Also want to shout out Mythroll Armory. That's Mythroll, MYTHROLL Armory. They create unique TTRPG items for everyone to enjoy on their adventures. You can grab their 1020 and their D&D graphic tees on their website now at mythrollarmory.com. And they just, I believe it was just last week, they launched their Kickstarter for a new set of absolutely beautiful dice. So they're going into their second week of that. If I remember correctly, they're already almost 600% over their goal, which is amazing.
Like 900%.
Okay. So they're doing amazingly. Still definitely worth it to check out their Kickstarter. And after, they're doing it for 2 full weeks from July 12th and then 2 weeks after that. And then once that's over, then they're doing 2 weeks of pre-orders with those same beautiful dice. Lots of different finishes. They're spiky. They're gorgeous. Mythrol makes beautiful dice. Definitely check them out at mythrollarmory.com and on their Kickstarter. Definitely do that. All right. I also want to give a shout out to, is it?
We have a giveaway tonight.
Okay, cool. I didn't know.
We have a giveaway tonight? Wait, what?
To celebrate the finale.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yes,
This is the finale?
Danny, do you want to describe what the giveaway is? Yeah, Max. Danny, do you want to describe what the giveaway is? Because I don't know what it is.
The giveaway is a beautiful dice scroll, which you can roll up like a scroll and unroll and unzip, and you keep all of your dice in there. Like, you know the 1020 y'all probably won from our previous games? You can now keep it in a dice scroll. And Dylan is showing the beautiful displays in the middle box right now. Yes, it's gorgeous. Feast your eyes and enter with exclamation mark ticket.
Yes, it's if you do command ticket, then you will get a ticket to enter the giveaway, and we will pull who the winner is after break. I'm really excited about this giveaway. I just didn't know what was happening tonight. I love this scroll. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And thank you again so much to Mythrol Armory again for supplying us with this giveaway. We love them very much. Definitely check them out. All right, that's command ticket, exclamation point ticket. Join in, get your hands on it. It's lovely. I also want to give a shout out to Tabletop Audio at tabletopaudio.com for the ambiance and the music that we use from time to time in our games. All the audio is amazing and completely free to use in your own games, but please consider supporting Tim on Patreon so he can continue to make amazing sound sets. We at Ink and Lyre currently support him, and we encourage you to do so as well. We'll put a link to his website in chat. Let me see. I also want to shout out Tailspire, which is the virtual tabletop that we are using. You're going to see some beautiful maps tonight that are far beyond my own building capabilities, but they were built in a Tailspire, which is an absolutely fantastic map building software and virtual tabletop. So if that's something you're looking for, definitely check that out. Otherwise, the only other things that I have to yell about are us. First of all, we have an exciting announcement coming at the end of today's episode. So once we say goodbye to the Witchlight playwrights for the final time, I'm getting misty about it, but at the end of the episode, I will be telling you a little bit something about a new project that's incoming, and we'll be dropping a trailer for something, so definitely stick around for that. Otherwise, for more information about that new project and just what we're working on in general, you can check us out on social media. If you use Command Socials, you can check out Ink and Lyre and all of our official channels. Or if you like us specifically, my name's Deanna. I've got James, Zach, not Bo, Zach, Max, Raina, Dylan, and Danny playing with me today. And you can check us all out individually on our socials if you use Command Ironcast. It'll show you all of our individual links if you want to check us out as human beings. I believe that's all I have to hoot and holler about. So, Dylan, for the last time, could you tenderly roll all of our love gods into a little sardine can, put them in our grocery cart, and wheel them into the wild beyond the Witchlight?
I don't know if I can do that, but I'll try.
Dylan, I appreciate you.
Frost.
No, okay, we're back. How would they know?
Dylan?
Hi, guys.
This is not the sardine can that I requested.
I got the wrong sardine.
There was a mix-up at the grocery cart.
Put out the salmon.
We appreciate all of you who chose not to perceive. We appreciate so much. That's a little sneak peek of a sneak peek of a trailer of a sneak peek.
Man, our views are climbing all of a sudden. I wonder what happened.
Yeah, it's because of the secrets.
Sneaky, sneaky.
But I promised we will get back to that information at the end of the episode. This is also when we will be sacrificing Dylan for his sins. So stick around for
Dylan
that.
will not be in the next Iron Valor.
Oh no.
He will also be unable to pay rent. James, we need to do something.
Whoa.
All right. Kiddos.
Hi.
Welcome to the very last episode of The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I think if you were to count the days and nights, which is a little bit difficult to do in the Feywild, particularly within Prismere, when split up into its 3 domains, there was one that was stuck in a perpetual twilight, one in a late afternoon, and one, of course, in the depths of night. That telling night from day and night from day was a little bit, difficult, but it must have been less than a week since the Witchlight playwrights met at the Witchlight Carnival. The Witchlight Carnival is a glimpse of the Fae that comes to the material plane once every 8 years, bringing the sound and light and magic of the Feywild to a more dreary existence. It brings also with it some of the troubles and tribulations of the wild beyond it, as our dear party found. And on the insistence of Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, they found themselves heading into the wild beyond. First, into the first domain of Prismere, the land of Hither, land of the present, which was at the time an enormous, dreary bog of a place where the water and the mud itself was so furious at you that it would try to swallow you whole, and teams of Harengan brigands, rabbits with swords, would just stick you up and tell, hey, I would like your best childhood memory, please, hand it over, fork it over. And through a series of trials and tribulations where you did fell the leader of the Harengan brigands, and I believe, if I remember correctly, you unionized the brigands and put them on a path to a more lawful might not be the way to put it, a more socially conscious path. You found your way to Bavlorna Blightstraw, Witch of the Presence, dear little hut in the center of a lake, where at first you attempted to completely destroy the froggish woman. But when she, let's put it as, bartered for mercy, made some promises, made some deals, you showed her that mercy. And you got a lot of shit out of it too, so interesting choice. Then you moved your way to the much more aesthetically pleasing land of Thither, land of the past, a vast, eternal, early September forest with golden leaves and memories upon memories upon memories of childhood. A little bit overly haunting sometimes, but it's here where you were found that there were actually pockets of people within Prismere who were acting against their witch captors. You saw some people starting a revolution, some kids attempting, a rebellion, maybe not with guillotines, but they were really working their way up the freeing their brethren roster because, sort of the big thing with Granny Nightshade, who is the witch of the present, was the witch of the present, is that she would take children, kidnap them, and bring them to her carnival of perpetual childhood delight and get them to work making her toys and running her carnival. And if they weren't happy enough, which they should be happy, it's a land of happiness, why aren't they happy? Well, the way to fix that is just to stitch them up into toys. You weren't quite as merciful with Granny Nightshade as you were with Bavlorna Blightstraw. In fact, you utterly destroyed her. Might have made a difference that she kidnapped some of your friends and relatives and made life just really negative for a lot of you. But upon the felling of Granny Nightshade, you moved on to the third mini domain within Prismere, the eternal darkness of Yon, which is the land where our dear Alistair's patron, Andalin Moongrave, grand puppeteer of the future, master of the orrery of time, lived. Might not be exactly the right term for what she was at that point, being puppeted and puppeteer as she was by the orrery, but she certainly existed there On the Motherhorn, a great snowy peak in the dark, atop which the Grand Theater stood in perpetual morning performance. But you destroyed her. You have destroyed not only the puppeteer, but the ties that bound you and everyone within Prismere and the lands beyond to a fate that was not their choosing. You cut them free, and you cut yourselves free. Now, afterwards, there was a little bit of a party. You know, people were pretty excited to be either free of their fate or no longer struck up within the orrery, that sort of thing. And Bavlorna, there had been an attempt by Andalin to puppeteer her sister, but the contract you all had made with Bavlorna had prevented her from being a useful puppet in any way and, blasting you out of existence. She had just kind of been strung up there. And when you cut her down, she herself was free. Y'all had a little convo with her, and being the people that you are and having made the choices that you have made, somehow managed to convince a personification of greed, selfishness, and hedonism to help you and to help her final sister, Zybilna, with no contract, out of the goodness of her heart. She waits for you at your final location. And in these moments that you had before your final quest, Vincent, you were able to speak with your younger brother and set him up on the life to become a hero just like you are. Well, you're having a lovely walk with a kind young woman who enjoys hearing your music. And also, you've got 2 gigs lined up. Thank you. You're making fat cash. You're making deals. Lotus, you and your brother Sasha might have caught a vision of somebody who looks a hell of a lot like your mother, and you might have something else to search for. Alistair, you've chosen to forgive your brother, learn how to be free with your children and your brother, who's now ready to fucking party. Snudgak, you have made your own rapscallion gang of goblins who are, I believe at this moment, just absolutely pilfering the pockets of Mr. Light. You have your dog, you've got your goblins, you've got your whole life ahead of you. And Nora, you asked a girl on a date. And as you are having a very small, light kiss on the cheek from a beautiful woman, dawn rises in Yon. For the first time in longer than a short time, but shorter than a long time, dawn comes to the mountaintop, and in the east it rises up rosy and pink, and it brightens almost a halo in the spot in the sky behind the spires of the Palace of Heart's Desire. You know that your final quest lies there with Zybilna, previous queen of Prismere. But it looks pretty far away. Dawn is rising. You're having a party. What would you all like to do?
I think we probably need to get going soon.
I mean,
Your leg's getting his ass
my head
stabbed.
still hurts.
But yeah, I believe I was yanking Jeffrey off of Mr. Light. I think that's what I was doing right before we left off. Down, boy, down! Stop!
Jeffrey looks over to you, Alistair, like, I'm supposed to be doing this, right?
That's right, Jeffrey. Don't let anybody else tell you what to do with your future.
He continues stabbing the man in the ass.
Hell yeah. Get him.
Thanks, Jeffrey. You're a gem.
You see the mood ring shining a golden yellow. Seems like he's very pleased with praise.
That's
It's
right.
shining much longer after I cast a spell.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Look, maybe you could talk to Mr. Light and tell him about, his horrible working conditions in the circus.
Jeffrey doesn't know.
Lotus.
I need Jeffrey to make a wisdom save.
Whoa, whoa. Counterspell.
You actually?
Yeah, bro, I counterspell that shit. Stay away
I
from
cast it again.
counterspell again. We can do this all day.
How many third level spell slots you got, Bart?
Unlimited.
It's only a first level,
Nine
so
in kind initiative. Unlimited.
that's not how that works. That's not how that works at all.
They made me the GM. They made me the
Jeffrey, maybe stand down. I think Lotus needs Mr. Light's backside kind of intact.
Kind of.
Oh.
Not all the way, though.
No.
Okay.
You know, so he can walk.
Yeah, so he can walk.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to lie down in the snow here for just a
You
moment.
still suck.
I'm gonna poke it.
Okay. Yes. Thank you, pumpkin. Yes. God.
Lotus
Eleonora will walk up
glares at
the
you.
moment. What exactly has happened here?
Oh, we were just playing around.
I'm casting Cure Wounds on Mr. Light.
Right, I'll help
On
with
his
that.
ass in particular, I guess.
No, we were stabbing him.
We were not stabbing him. You were stabbing him.
Alistair and I had quit the carnival.
And you
That's right.
stab your former employer as, what, your 2 weeks?
Yeah, he deserved it.
It's true. He does deserve it.
You know what?
If Cradlefall was big enough, I'd have him burn him.
I just look over at Bo.
Yeah, I think at this point we roll up.
All the way over there.
They're stabbing your future boss.
I mean, I can understand stabbing previous bosses. Mr. Light, do you suck as a boss?
Good
Well,
night for that.
I mean, I wouldn't say that I suck as a boss. I don't normally do a lot of the hands-on training, sort of human resources kind of thing. That's not really my area. I'm more like a creative director, so I don't know how much I've worked one-on-one with all of you. But you seem to have a lot of feelings about it, which I am trying to respect. If you all could respect my ass.
It's
I
true.
do.
As the creative director, he has never done a day of work. I've no, never seen him work.
Also, why would you ask a boss if they suck? Of course you're gonna say they don't suck.
Well, I mean, I just wanted to see what he said. You know, see if he would own up to the amount of suck that's going on under his nose.
Do you need me or anything, or can I leave this conversation? Thank you,
No, I
Lotus,
don't think we need to.
for your healing hands. I'm going to go sit in an ice bucket for the next 20 minutes. Good day.
I'm really sorry.
You
I
Lotus?
There's snow everywhere, isn't there? You could just sit.
You're welcome, Lotus.
Why am I welcome?
Because we made you look really good, and we also got our revenge in the process.
True.
You said that right in front of him.
He's walking away at this point. He said, thank you for your healing hands, and then he is walking away slightly stiffly from...
Waddling away.
Waddling away.
Who has the Subaru keys?
I do.
Should we see if it's anywhere nearby?
I mean, I've tried checking everywhere we go, but sure.
Maybe a perception.
Oh, well.
You perceive the super.
Perception, eh? It's been so long since I made one of those. Where's my
Rethink my
thing?
wish now.
I just think it'd be better to ride in style to the Billness.
They
You
have
know, that'd be
roads
cool.
here.
No.
Subarus can fly.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I don't even know what a Subaru is.
I don't either, but I think it can fly.
I think I read about it in a book.
I'm
once.
glad you think so. That's gonna be a 23.
23. You think for a moment that you hear a faint sound, just a little, like very muffled, coming vaguely from the direction of Bo and his saddlebags. But it could be nothing. It's extremely faint.
What?
Bo.
I look at the keys,
Bo.
and then I look at Bo. I walk over to Bo.
Stick the key in.
I don't think I'm a Subaru, guys.
Stick the key in.
Were you the
No, remind
Subaru
him.
all along?
Maybe. The
I inspect
Subaru was in
Bo
our
for a
hearts
couple of
the whole
keyholes
time.
first.
Stick the key somewhere.
Hey,
See if
watch where you're looking.
I just want to say, if we find the Subaru,
That's not a keyhole.
I'm gonna adopt
You gotta pay for that first. Come on.
I'll
If
click
anything, I
the
thought it'd
click
be
the
a
buttons
Mustang.
again. I'll just press a couple of them, see if anything happens.
When you press the buttons now, you feel like maybe it was just a fluke because nothing's happening now. But you could have sworn you heard something.
Oh man.
Damn it.
I'm gonna
So
dig in
close, but
Bo's
so
saddlebag and pull out a wet corn dog and start eating it.
There's no way there's any of
Oh,
those still
many
left.
of
No,
things.
you're not.
We had so many.
There's
pretty sure
probably
Bo
something in
dumped
there
some
that
of them.
resembles. a
Yeah,
wet
I'm not carrying around just wet, disgusting corn dogs with me.
Yeah, I stuffed them in your saddlebag.
You didn't think you were carrying around a Subaru either, but here we are.
Don't you
They have to
remember?
be
I filled
molded
it
by
up.
now. Just molded, and
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good for your metabolism.
it absolutely is not.
When you
Well,
take one of these
I'm gonna be
corn,
one way or the other.
yeah, Clyde kind of, has been sitting beside you this whole time, just sharply.
Here you go, Clyde.
That's animal cruelty.
Take like a clump of what's probably like churro, like candy and corn dog, like just smashed together and just be like a ball and just give it to Clyde.
He eats it right up. To the rest of you, it's absolutely incredible that this dog has gotten as old as he is.
Mm,
The cholesterol in that dog.
what's cholesterol?
It's the thing that gunks up your heart.
Oh.
I thought
Vincent,
that was emotion.
you can see in the far distance in the sky, kind of circling around the way that you saw her earlier. It's a great black flying shape.
My baby.
You see a great black bird in the sky.
I haven't introduced you to Angel yet, sorry.
Angel.
Fireball.
You're a ranger.
Lightning bolt.
Oh,
Like,
it's aggressive.
You
Is that
met
a
the bird.
range?
Wait, isn't that the bird we had to like perform for?
Wait, it's the one that tried to eat us, right?
It
Yeah, it
came
was.
close to us, and I convinced that we were friends.
Oh,
And then we rode it actually up to the top of this castle.
Convinced it. Is it still convinced?
Well, let's
your
see.
bird.
I mean, it lasts for 24 hours after I cast it, so yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
but we
it's
done
a-
partied and woke up the next day.
What? We did?
I thought that happened.
No,
No.
your brother's just ready to party.
It's still the same day.
Oh shit.
You,
It was well for you.
Y'all
It's
aren't
been quite
partying?
eventful.
Alistair, are you okay?
Y'all aren't partying?
how much of that have you had to drink?
Is
Time flies when you got your freedom.
24 hours like a long time, or is it kind of a short time?
What?
Or is it longer than a long time and shorter than a short time?
What are you talking
It's hard
about?
to know.
That's-
what's
so I'm
short
asking the
time,
DM.
shorter
Been a
now.
long time.
Time is irreverent.
You don't feel like it's been a full day. It is just now dawn, which feels like maybe it's been a couple hours since you felled Endel and Moongrave. If it went from the middle of the night to dawn, it definitely hasn't been 24 hours. And hours are weird here anyway.
I'm about to
You
say,
wanna-
this is the first dawn in like 13 years.
Call your friend down here.
Call them down here? Okay.
They're your friend, correct?
Yeah, no, they're definitely my friend. I'm just like wondering if my vocal cords are good enough for that. Just,
No, that sounds like an excuse to me.
Yeah, just yell harder.
how to speak with animals
I can
work?
get Jeffrey to fly you over there.
Jeffrey can do that?
Didn't he abduct children? It's a good thing. isn't it?
What's it say?
You can lift somebody up and float them 15 feet.
15
Yeah,
feet closer.
fly
With-
around.
Yeah,
15 feet closer. That's
Yeah, with knives in my ass? I don't think so. I would
Didn't
very much
originally have
appreciate not
knives.
that.
You could face forward if you wanted.
I could just maybe I'll just climb up the tower. Like the building that's right
Get you
behind
15 feet closer.
That's.
I
I don't think I need to be that much closer.
What if we polymorph you into a bird, and then you just kind of go up and talk?
I know someone who can
Seems
help
like
with
it-
that.
You can't come down here.
Yeah, why don't you just get him to come down here? We can attract the bird down here.
Yeah.
Is that not the problem we have right now?
Oh, why are we
Attracting
trying to
the
use
bird?
words anyways? Why don't we just caw at it? Caw!
Let's throw something
Are you
at it.
starting to
It's gonna
caw at
fly
the
up.
bird?
You take a jawbreaker and try to throw it at the bird.
Right then. Nora's just gonna move away.
Give me an attack roll. Angel is currently kind of posted
How
up,
far
like,
did you say this thing
between
was?
towers. She's up in the building proper, like
Oh,
up between the two towers that are overlooking the arena. They're not super far away, but they're not down there with everybody. It's just
oh, I thought they were like way up.
Yeah,
Okay.
she was flying around in the air, and then she came in down for a landing. She was looking around for stuff.
Okay, cool. I'll just call out to her then and stop Snugyak from throwing jawbreakers at my bird.
Hey!
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Neither did I. Neither did I.
Was that Angel?
Still not?
Angel! Hello? Sweetie? Hi. Do you want some treats? I've got some treats down here for you. Do they look curious?
They look very curious. They don't speak English.
That's okay. I'm doing speak with animals now.
Oh, okay.
Comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. Cool. Cool. That seems good. Come down here, sweetie. I have some treats for you.
Sweetie, sweetie, sweetie. What you got? What you got?
I know. I think we have some jerky from earlier, right?
Jerky,
If I
jerk,
remember right.
jerk, sweetie jerk.
This is incredible. I'm so immersed. I'll
Just
pull
a
out
parrot.
the least disgusting meat that I have on me and offer it up for her.
Sweet. She does that thing. She's massive. This is, for those who have not met Angel before, she is the size of a rock. ROC, the biggest possible bird. So she does this sort of, you know, when birds don't really have space to fly, so they just do a really ungraceful hopping maneuver to move down. She kind of hops down to a lower level and kind of gets down to this overhang here over the arena and just kind of flips upside down from her little feet and sticks her head down.
I'll drop it into her beak and give her scritches.
Very nice, sweetie.
I'm glad you like it, Angel. Now, my friends and I needed a ride over the mountain. Do you think you can take us there?
Over the mountain. Yep. Need a ride. Yep.
You are very big and strong, so I know you have it in you.
Big and strong.
I love this bird. Angel has agreed to take us, everyone. Anybody have some more treats?
Treats
Have
for
a
Angel.
jawbreaker.
I give her the jawbreaker.
I think birds can eat those. Snoop.
Yeah, why not? She has a jaw, right?
Nom nom.
Teeth.
Next.
Bestow your offerings, everyone.
I go to find
Oh,
the
yeah,
smallest
anything.
shop that isn't
They
mine.
immediately
There's some-
swallow the enormous jawbreaker. But then she will kind of, not incredibly graceful, she'll just drop her feet from the platform above, fall down, and flip over and fluff herself out. And on! And do a deep squat for you guys.
Excellent. Okay, everybody on board.
Wait,
I'll climb up
all
to the
run?
front.
What?
Yeah. Look at the size of her. Of course we can.
Children,
You-
we're leaving. Children, on the bird.
Get off the
Angel,
bird,
and I
Joel.
stroke her feathers, and I whisper to her in Druidic, so that she can understand, but Bo can't. So I just grab the horse by your feet when we take off, okay?
Big horse. Tasty.
No, he's not tasty. It's not tasty.
I'm glad I didn't hear that.
I mean, he might be, but we don't eat that one, okay?
Okay, very sweet.
That
And
one's a friend. Yes.
friend, Talon's friend.
Yeah, just hold him and don't eat him.
Hold him, eat him.
Don't eat him.
Don't eat, friend.
Yes.
Very sweet. Yes, nice. Can do.
What's this bird's intelligence again?
The bird.
Like negative.
Oh God.
It's a big bird.
You're the ultimate offering. You're getting us over the mountain.
Thank God.
We will get you something big and delicious once we land, okay?
Big delicious. Yeah, No, eat, friend.
Of course, big delicious.
Of course, big delicious.
Alexander floats over with Sasha on his back, on his pad, still surrounded by little solo cups of spicy Cool Ranch. Cool Ranch, I guess, mayonnaise. That's just
Spicy Cool
surrounded
Ranch
a little.
mayonnaise.
Spicy Cool Ranch mayonnaise. And essentially, Alexander just does a maneuver where he comes up to the edge of the big bird, gets up on the back, and just lays over it like a tortilla on the bird.
Oh, hell
It's
yeah.
a saddle.
Yeah, exactly.
Cradle fall.
Cradle falls
Right.
on you.
All right. Whew.
I look to make sure that everybody except for Bo has mounted the bird.
So how am I gonna get on? I can't.
Oh, it's okay. I got
really
this.
climb.
You're good. Just hang out there for 1 second. All right, Angel. I got.
Clyde
Time
is
to go.
currently like hopping up on the side of the bird.
Come on, Clyde.
Yeah, you can pull him up with you. He's significantly bigger than you are size-wise, because he's about the size of a Great Dane, and he just lies over the back of the bird. Very uncomfortable, but he is coming. He's not being left behind this time. And Angel kind of, she has to do a little bit of walking. And essentially what she has to do for this moment, she kind of with her head to direct Bo to follow her, because she has to get out of this little stage area first. And she
Come on, Bo.
Okay.
We need a
I
bigger
don't-
space to get you on board.
I don't like where this is going. I'm gonna follow.
and she's gonna take a nice little hop, and then yoink you up and do a great feat and go into the air. She just picks you up with a gentle little cradle hold right around your horse belly.
Good bird, good bird. I'm gonna pet the giant claws around me. No, don't drop.
Feels natural? Good?
No.
All right, perfect. We're off.
Yay!
He's alive.
Go
He's back
ahead
there.
and roll me an animal handling check, Lotus, just to see she's gonna get you there. But how well does it go for everyone involved?
All right. How
Oh,
much
God.
fun are we creating? Let's see. Ooh, that's pretty good. Oh, I rolled a natural 1. We're gonna drop Bo. Just kidding. That's a 24.
All right, campaign's over, guys. Good job.
It's a good finale.
Okay.
Well, the horse
24.
legs just flailing.
He's like a dog where they
Yeah,
like,
when you hold
paddle
them over the water and they're just
I'm
like,
just kind of like.
All right. So, with a 24, this enormous black crow, it takes her a minute to get a little bit of altitude and lift off from the zone. You can see your friends and family below getting smaller and smaller. Daya's waving up to you guys.
Hi.
only room for 1 centaur on this ride.
It's not worth it. Trust me.
She's watching as Bo's little legs kick in the air like a dog who's about to go swimming. Have you seen those gifs of the dog?
Yeah, exactly.
The water. It looks like that. And all your other friends and family waving up to you, and she lifts you higher into the pink blue dawn.
And you'll take me higher.
Exactly.
No.
I was thinking I can show you the world.
You
But,
guys
Oh,
do
yeah.
have a hot second here as you are flying between the Motherhorn and the Palace of Heart's Desire, which you know was the palace of Zabilna when she was the queen of Prismere. You've got a couple minutes as you are kind of closing the gap to what looks, as you grow closer, to be some kind of sprawling garden estate. If there's anything you guys want to say to each other or pass the time, especially Bo, if you want to call up on top, communicate it anyway, this would be a good time to do so. Otherwise, your voyage is smooth with a gentle breeze and a very happy bird.
You guys comfy up there?
Yeah, it's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, Angel's
Good,
very soft
good.
and warm.
How you
Wouldn't
doing
want you to
down
be
there?
uncomfortable.
How are you?
Yeah.
Great, peachy. The breeze is, great.
When's the last time you've been picked up?
It's the first time.
And keep your mouth closed. Bugs, you know.
Uh-huh.
While we're up here, I'm gonna click the Subaru keys again.
Roll me a perception check.
Alrighty. Meow, meow, meow. Oh, big money. Okay, that's a 26.
26. You could swear to God that there is something in Bo's saddlebag that is going.
But we're gonna search your saddles after this.
What?
Don't worry about it.
But it's very faint, very muffled, and almost high-pitched. I mean, you don't know exactly what you're listening for because you don't know what a Subaru is, but it's going. All right.
I hear a thing.
Kind of.
There's a response to the key.
How do you know the batteries aren't dead in it?
I mean, because it's working. I don't know what a battery is either.
All right, as you guys fly across the sky, what comes into your vision, as I said before, is it looks like a sprawling garden estate. Dylan, beloved Dylan, thank you so much for manning the maps tonight. If you haven't changed to the Palace of Heart's Desire board, now is the time to do so.
That's done.
As you're passing over, you got a pretty great view of this place. You got a bird's eye view of this place.
Oh my god.
It
Tired,
seems,
yeah.
like a white palace that is built into a garden estate. One of those very English or French sort of patterned gardens with the topiary and the crisp edges and all of that. But you can see even from this height, looking down at it, that that there are, I would say, wildflowers, but that's putting it nice. It's more like English ivy and Himalayan blackberries and other invasive plants that seem to be choking out and growing out of this garden and crawling up the sides of the building. You can see that the palace was once like a beautiful white opalescent stone with beautiful arched stained glass windows depicting, fairies and flowers and all these beautiful things. But it almost looks like with the ivy growing up the side that it's almost trying to rip the bricks out of the foundation, like the overgrown nature is trying to take it apart. And you notice two other things. You notice that there is a wall that seems to surround the garden, very large around the outside with a gate. And you can see that Bavlorna is here. She did promise to meet you guys here, and she is waiting in her little froggy form. She would have her shoulders back and a proud jut to her chin, but she's a frog woman, so she can't really get beyond slumped most of the time. But she's still expressing that obstinate, uncomfortable energy from her spot there on the other side of the gate. And then, two of you with the highest passive perception, Vincent and Lotus, you notice that underneath these cathedral-esque windows and near to this really beautiful wide double door with this floral emblazoning that seems to be choked out by this ivy and these growing invasive plants, but almost nestled under the base of these bushes, you can see a flash of something colorful. And it takes a moment, and you have to get a bit closer on the bird, like you have to get within a good amount of feet from it, but it's not like an Easter egg hidden in a bush somewhere. It's more that there seems to be a continuous shape that lies beneath the bushes there. And as you watch it longer, you can start to see these gradations in the form of the shape, almost as if it's a long tubular shape where it grows thicker and thinner and parts come out. And then by the time that you've looked at it long enough, you think you can recognize something like a head nestled near the front door, tucked in to a tail, its face kind of nuzzled into the dirt, its reptilian, draconic face. And you can see almost breath rising and falling in this long form that seems to wrap entirely around the palace, the way a scarf might wrap around a neck, but this is in a draconic form. This is lying around the palace itself, and Bavlorna is waiting outside the gate. And this is what you can notice from above.
I think I see a very large snake dragon thing.
That's just Cradle Fall's mom.
Is it really?
I mean, it could be.
It's
Possible.
Cradle Fall, is that your mom? They don't remember, do they?
What
Sorry.
evidence are you willing to give Cradlefall up?
Absolutely not.
Listen, this is a much more involved conversation than I think we're ready for at the moment.
We are just trying to land.
Well,
we
let's
should
talk
be
to
mindful of
Bavlorna.
that too.
Let's land and see what she has to say, but that's...
You're ready to roll initiative?
No.
You guys could roll a perception check if you want to see something more specific, if you like. Or are you landing next to Bavlorna for now?
I'll percept whatever the fuck that is.
Go ahead and percept.
All right.
Did someone make this map, by the way, Deanna? Somebody was asking in chat.
Yes, let me find who made this map, because it's a really beautiful map. It's The Storyteller on TalesTavern.com. The-Storyteller. It's absolutely beautiful. They said it took them 50 hours to build.
Awesome.
I have neither the time, patience, nor talent to do this kind of thing, but they did an absolutely phenomenal job. The Storyteller.
I did get a 17 on that percept.
Okay, with a 17, you'll see what you already saw. Not a whole lot, anything more specific. You can see if you kind of glance a certain way and coast with Angel that you can kind of see its eye for a moment. It looks like its eyes are closed, but they open up, look up at you, look back down and bury deeper into the dirt. So it doesn't look like it's directly aggressive in any way.
Okay, noted, but it's still big. All right, I'll guide Angel down. I'll ask them to land near Bavlorna.
Angel will kind of coast down in a circular form to be able to land there on that walkway in front of the gate. And will first drop Bo onto the floor and then land a little bit beside him and fluff out its wings a little bit and then go into a squat.
Thank you. Scritch.
Thank you.
Climb down.
Yes, thank you very much, Angel. Oh, she's cute.
She is, except she's like 2 stories tall, but it's okay.
Nora's like petting the part of the bird that she can reach, like one fingernail. She's just like petting her.
We will find you those tasty treats. We just have to go in here and figure out what's going on in here, okay?
Okay. Tasty treats.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go talk to Bavlorna now.
I'm gonna search Bo.
While Zach isn't here to defend himself.
Yep.
If Bo is not resisting, and he can't because Zach walked away, you can go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Snood, come here. I think we have something.
Okay.
Zach runs.
He's running.
He heard Bo can't defend himself.
Why do you guys keep poking around me? What do you hear?
I need to check your bags. I heard something.
There's no more corn dogs in my bags.
I'm not looking for corn dogs. I'm looking for the Subaru.
What am I doing, Lotus?
I didn't put a Subaru in my... I would have told you I put a Subaru in my bags.
Look
What
for a
if you didn't
Subaru.
know?
I'm gonna guidance Snood
Okay.
You,
because I think they're better at
you can
searching
just
than me.
you just ask I'll take off my fucking bags. Jesus
Can
Christ.
I please ransack your saddlebags?
No, you should stop fucking poking around. I'm gonna take off the saddlebags. I'm gonna dump out the whatever's corn dog is left, and I'm gonna get it.
You just got rid of the thrill.
No corn dogs. No more corn dogs for you.
What's inside? What did you just dump out?
Go ahead and he just dumped out the stuff that was loose, the corn dogs. I think everything else is still in pockets. You can go ahead and roll me an investigation check to see what you find.
You get a D4 on that because I'm guidancing you.
All right. 15.
15. Okay. You find some old jawbreakers. I think you got a couple diamonds in there. You find a traveling mug with a lid on it. What else do you have in your inventory, Bo?
Probably the adventuring gear. Probably got the keys to the restaurant after I left. I got some.
Did you
forks
have
and
a
knives.
closing shift and then took the keys?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I have a key, and the opening shift has a key too. I have forks and knives that I was trying to steal and then pawn off later.
Yeah.
That's
So,
about it.
yeah.
Okay, I'll throw the diamonds over my shoulder. They're useless. I'll stuff the jawbreakers in my pockets
Hey,
and
those are not useless. Hold up, I'm
stuff
gonna.
my face with the rest of the corn dogs. And just be like,
I'll throw Subaroni around.
I'm gonna click the key furiously. I
Throw me a
swear.
perception check.
I swear I heard something.
There's no Subaru in my bag.
But I hear it. It's a natural 20 for a total of 28.
As Bo, are you
Tell
putting
me.
stuff back in the bag?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna all the shit that fucking that Snuggie threw out of it. Scoop all that back in. Oh, all the fucking coins that was in there. I'm gonna put all that back in.
As Bo is, I don't know, strapping the travel mug with a lid on it back into the saddlebag, with that nat 20, that fucking mug beeped back at you, Lotus.
Grab it.
Hey, this is mine.
What's in it? Is it yours?
Yes.
What's in it?
I forgot.
Dude, why are you smelling it? What do you have inside?
Yeah.
But Alistair attempted to.
I remember. It was the crystal dolphin is still in there. I remember that.
I knew. I don't think Lotus did.
It's. Are you safe in there, little buddy? You safe in there?
You look down in it, and this little crystalline, shining dolphin looks to have grown a little bit.
Aw.
It's gotten maybe about this big,
Mm-hmm.
and it has, it's hard to see when it's in the mug, so it's kind of dark. It has a light silvery sheen, and its eyes almost seem to glow a little bit.
Does anybody have a bigger travel mug?
All right, Bo, pass it up.
Well, it's. We can't dump it out because it's a fish.
Let us look at it.
Here, look, the fish.
Click the keys.
That's just the
Click the
stupid
keys.
dolphin thing.
Yeah.
You click the keys.
Actually, I don't think a dolphin is a fish. I think it's a mammal. Anyway.
That's what I was hearing.
Wait,
This is a Subaru?
Do you want to, I'll take investigation or arcana checks
Nora, look at it.
of an exceedingly difficult DC.
I need
There's a Subaru in this.
I have Arcana.
I need someone to Arcana.
I'll carve
for
the
me.
fuck out of this.
It's a very difficult check.
I'll
Especially because
assist
none of you
anyone.
know what a Subaru is.
I'll get Nora.
The dolphin.
The dolphin.
It's a breed of crystal dolphin.
If we throw it on the floor, maybe it'll change. Like, just change.
Into
Or
what?
die.
It's alive.
A bigger
Oh,
thing.
who's making a check right now? I'll play some thinking music.
I tried to make a check.
Alistair is. Did you get advantage? I was assisting you.
Oh, hell, I got advantage. Let's go.
Yeah, I was.
Alistair, wait, now you have some bardic inspiration, because I gotta burn this stuff. for the campaign.
What is that? Is it
Feed it
D8?
some soda.
Yeah, D8. No soda. This is a fish. It needs water. Thank you.
Got a 26 to figure out what the Subaru is.
26.
It's in the water. I'm pretty sure it's a fish.
It is an exceedingly difficult check. A 26 will not give you all of the information.
Oh my god. Damn.
As you investigate
Pathfinder over here, jeez.
dolphin. Well, technically exceedingly difficult is 30, so I'm being nice by giving you anything.
Wow.
When you look at this dolphin, first of all, you don't know what a Subaru is, and I'm not altogether certain you know what a dolphin is either. But you can see that the last time you saw this guy, you tried to eat it, and then you tried to throw it away. And it still has some sort of fury in its gaze as you grasp it in your hands. But it definitely looks different. It's gotten larger. Instead of being, crystalline, like those little Christmas ornaments that are all like made out of clear plastic, it's definitely got a thicker, silvery sheen. Its eyes appear to be rounder and almost encircled and lit up, and its fins almost appear to be somewhat... Your estimation is that it appears to be in some sort of metamorphosis where it is changing into something. But you don't know what. It just looks mad freaky.
Are you trying to tell me that this fish's eyes look like headlights?
This motherfucker's turning into a
I'm
Subaru.
not sure what a headlight even is, Alistair.
Okay.
It's like a butterfly.
These weird lanterns.
What is it doing?
I want to show it the keys and see what it does. Like, you recognize this little one? You beep to it.
You press the little button, it'll go beep beep.
Does it like, is it still trying to swim or?
It's still swimming around, but it seems to be doing
And there's 3 buttons on a car key, right?
I try and eat it again.
Oh no.
No!
Oh my god.
No,
It's
let him do
growing.
it.
It's a baby.
Not for long.
Wait, let's
Don't you dare
Lotus,
touch that.
Put it on the
hit that
ground.
red button.
I hit the one that says emergency.
Excuse me. Do you all want to rescue my sister? What are you doing?
This is
Oh,
very
Venus?
important. You wouldn't
Wait,
understand.
no, this is great. Bavlorna,
We're not sure we understand.
your motto is, I can help with that. I need you to help grow this fish up fast.
Wait, what?
Are you looking to make a deal?
No.
Yes.
Right now.
No.
I'll draft the contract.
No, you
soul.
won't.
Why don't you
Wait. You know what she gets if you make a deal with her, right?
My soul for a Subaru.
She gets
He
like,
gets to make deals again.
well, yeah, but she also gets a bunch of other shit that we don't know if she'll use for good. We can wake up the sister first.
Let's wake up the sister, and then we could try to feed the dolphin something. Maybe it'll eat and it'll grow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take the travel bug away from
Here.
Alistair.
I know a guy named America, and he has a good supply of fish oil.
Here, while we wait, I'm gonna do this.
I'm gonna pop. I think I have a minor healing potion, a bottle of that. I'm just gonna pour it into the glass.
There you go, little guy.
I don't know if fish need that to breathe.
Well, maybe it'll help. Then
It's
it'll be
magic,
extra
right?
healthy.
It's a crystal dolphin.
Makes sense. Check
I need to think through what this would do.
No.
It does a little shiver, and it goes boop, boop, on its own. And then you can roll me a perception check if you like.
I'll always roll
Did you
perception
see that?
Wait,
He liked
what did
it.
Snidgak feed it?
Just a
A
whole
healing potion?
30, 20.
That's a 23.
23. It looks like it enjoyed it a lot. It doesn't seem like it necessarily sped up the process of what you don't really know what it's turning into, but you're really hoping it's gonna get bigger.
So there's
Okay.
3 buttons on a key fob, right? There's the lock, there's the unlock, and then there's the trunk button.
Oh no.
I'm gonna try all 3 buttons real fast.
There's
see
also a
what
panic button.
I did hit that when Alistair was trying to eat it. Stop that. Stop that.
And the lights start flashing from inside Alistair's mouth.
Okay, that's fair.
With the trunk button, it just...
It poops.
Oh!
It just poops.
It just is a little... And there's a little marble floating in the water.
Wow!
I'm gonna take the marble and try and eat it.
Yeah, it's a marble. You can eat it. Should you? Your choice.
Snud always.
At that, Nora's just gonna go sit by above Lorna, just gonna perch.
I'm gonna
Hiding.
keep the dolphin close to me.
Got any more pixie dust?
Can I have my mug back?
Let's go.
This is
Take a while.
container. We'll get another container soon, but this is my mug for now. We'll get it back to you.
I didn't know my shit could just be
Do you know what
stolen like
this
that.
is?
Jeez.
It's
You don't
borrowing.
have to answer.
Do
It
you
goes
want a
nowhere.
corn dog ball?
No.
I'll offer. I'll let Bev Lorna look at it.
The corn dog ball?
What
What
am
is
I?
this?
It's a corn dog ball. It's a corn dog ball.
Not that. What the hell? No, this thing it used to be a dolphin. It reacts to this, and I don't know what's happening. You're smart. You do magic stuff.
I am extremely confused by your request. You want me to take your very strange little fish?
I don't want you to take it.
It's a mammal.
I'm asking you if you know what it's doing or what it is.
It looks like it's pupating into some sort of construct. Metallic, I would say. Closest to an earth elemental, something.
You've never seen something like this before?
On a personal level, no. Not personally, but I've not seen a lot of the things that you all do, so.
Do you know what a Subaru is?
A what?
A Subaru. I think Jingle Jingle said like 2007.
2000. There are 2007 Subarus?
That's what I thought. I don't know.
My goodness, and they all look like this. Useless.
What if
Well,
you
nice
put it all
little
together?
everybody use it for something.
I'm gonna grow it up and see how it turns out.
Are you gonna foster this Subaru?
Yes.
Nice. Do you have plans today that involve me, or is it all looking at your little ornamental bubbles?
Well, that was. I just wanted to ask you because you're here, but we are going in here. It's just this is a very interesting development that we weren't expecting.
Yes, no, I see that. You don't seem to expect many things.
I definitely didn't expect to.
Got him.
Oh.
We didn't expect the week we've had.
Yeah.
Does the gate open or?
Oh, it does. I'm not opening it.
If you open it, does that dragon thing inside attack you?
Jabberwock is not the largest fan of me personally, so I would love to not walk in there first.
Is he
open.
friendly to non-you people?
I wouldn't know. I've never seen him. Well, in a long time ago, on my way in, he was fine. A little bit mopey, maybe, but that's just his general disposition. But then, when I came back out, he was less pleased with me, and I don't want to deal with that a second time.
Is she on the inside of the gate or the outside?
Babylon is on the outside of the gate.
Okay, I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
She
reach-
is not going in.
Mm-hmm.
I reach over to Bo.
Mm-hmm.
I hand him my travel mug with my
You
dolphin.
mean my travel mug with the dolphin that I put in here? Thank you. I'll put it back in my saddlebag, strap back in.
I think you have
That's-
joint custody of the Subaru.
That is my second son now.
Maybe we
You're
should.
living in my travel mug.
Wait, Lotus, you have a son?
Angel.
Oh,
bird.
okay, cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Sasha calms down.
I got the idea from Alistair, and he just keeps adopting friendly creatures. I thought it might
I'm
be.
glad you understand, and that's why I must enter first. There's another child in need.
Wait, no. You,
Yes.
you should not.
How
I
about
hope
that?
I'm
you are
going
not
in.
good at
I'm
taming
going-
animals.
I'm
You are not
going-
good at this. I'm going in.
dude.
Please
I think
stop.
we
I'm
should
about to tame this dragon.
How do we even open the gate? Is there
With
like
your
some
hands.
kind of? I mean, it's just like
That's
a simple
fair.
mechanism. I didn't know if
I
there was
don't
some
know, I
kind
don't
of like security measure besides the
The
giant
gate is
limb.
graded and large. It doesn't appear to be locked, but the plants that are overgrowing it appear to have wound it shut to a certain extent. You feel like you'd be able to rip through the plants and make it through, but it would be an athletics check. Or you
I
could take
set the
some
plants on fire.
Can I cut them with my dagger?
Yeah, I got a butcher knife. Just like,
Okay.
You can absolutely machete your way through, yes.
yeah.
I think we should send Nora in first because no one's ever angry at her.
What about all the enemies that have stabbed her?
That's not that doesn't count.
But this is one of those.
I mean, we do tend
possibly.
to stab first. I don't know.
Yeah, I
In the
think
name
we
of
should send Nora
justice
in.
and Mephisto, thank you.
We'll slice the vines.
Yeah, cut some of these vines up.
You slice your way through it. And no rolls needed for this. It'll just take like 120 seconds. So just so, yeah, you get the bottom part of the door. Other people get a
I
little bit.
got the top because I can fly.
Are you still flying? How many of those do you have?
I just have one, but it's been lasting. Wait, are we over 24
It
hours?
lasts an hour.
Okay, I've got the bottom part.
And it's, oh my god, for 24 hours.
All right, so you guys slice your way through. You'll be able to head in however you like.
I don't think.
We can walk and then see what happens.
Here, Nora, go, go, go.
I'm gonna push
Let's go.
Nora.
I'm in.
Up
I'm
to the
already
front.
in too. Let's go.
Let's go.
Everybody heading in.
Yeah.
Adoption.
You want to open the
Except
gate for
there's
us,
no animals.
Alistair?
It's already open.
Oh no, just open it, dude. Use your
I'm
hands.
requesting to open something on the D&D.
I've done it.
He's done it.
Thank you, Dylan.
I know how to
I
do stuff.
appreciate you. Yeah.
I'll walk in, my confident animal handling skills going,
Yeah.
receiving.
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check, Lotus.
What the fuck? That's not something
Or
I was
an
prepared
Arcana
for.
or a Nature check. You can
That
do it.
one. Oh, that's also a +0. Cool.
Nice.
I thought druids would be better at nature. Okay, that's a 6.
With the 6, with a 6, you're actually, because the DC is so low for the Nature check, you're pretty confident that dragons are not animals. That they are very sentient, very magical creatures that animal handling probably wouldn't help you with.
Thanks.
But you might still be full of confidence, but you're just like, ooh, I don't know anything about dragons. That's okay. I'm still confident.
Y'all know what helps with dragons? Speaking Draconic. Shout out.
You're not wrong.
As you guys
fairly
are
good.
doing a full group walk into the courtyard here, you see again those beautiful topiary gardens, the little bird bath, and the fountain that looks like it has stone fairies cavorting around in the water that is not running, overrun with these invasive species. Delicious blackberries, but absolutely murdering the hydrangeas. You can see that in front of you there seem to be steps leading up to that large front door, and kind of nestled next to the steps, I believe, in the bushes. Like, I don't know if there are bushes on this map. I believe there aren't. I'm not looking at the map right now, but it
There's
is
little baby
overgrown
trees.
with them.
Yeah, baby trees, bushes, same thing.
Oh, there's a bush over there.
But more nestled into the bushes there, you can see a great big, almost prismatic. It's not like a rainbow dragon, like a Tootsie Roll Pop kind of dragon. It's more like opalescent. It's pale colored, a little bit minty, and when it moves, its great head up out of the bush and kind of shakes some of the leaves off its head with its great droopy eyes looking down on you. You can see that it reflects prismatic light across its scales. And it kind of raises itself up. Its face is like a good 15 feet above you guys now, as it just lifts itself on just halfway onto his front legs and looks down at you. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Not great, honestly.
Is that
Very-
because your mistress is asleep?
None of your beeswax. Who are you?
Well, I am Lotus. other friends, do you want to introduce yourselves?
Is it speaking common?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I hope so.
Lotus
I-
is
That's
just
what I was
guessing
talking
really well. She's like, "Mm." I know.
It's okay. It's okay.
I suppose it would make more sense if it was speaking Sylvan, but it might have tried speaking Sylvan. If you responded in common, it would have responded in common.
Oh, if it's spoken Sylvan, I know Sylvan.
And it would be speaking to you in Sylvan, but if anyone tries to speak to it in common, it will respond that way.
Cool.
Hello.
I'll try.
Yeah. Sorry. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
If it's speaking Sylvan, I'll go up and introduce myself in Sylvan. Hi, I'm Bo. We hear you have a sleepy mistress problem. We'd like to help out with that.
Mistress problem?
Yeah.
I'm
I know it's none of our beeswax.
years old. Sleepy mistress problem. Please don't condescend to me, young man.
I say to Bo and Sylvan, please respect him. He's clearly very wise.
Sorry. Okay, sorry, but we can help with your problem anyway.
You please not speak whatever you're speaking. We can't understand.
It sounds kind of weird.
It's my birth language, jeez.
Still sounds kind of weird.
Very sorry. A lot of our friends don't speak Sylvan. Would you mind common?
That's okay. And he'll start speaking over to speaking common. My name is Jabberwock. I appreciate how you're attempting to be polite, but I meant to guard the palace. So, what's all this then?
We were here to rescue the Great Witch Sibylna.
Yeah, with our great friend Bavlorna.
Yeah, she's back there.
Bavlorna, get in there.
Yeah, come on in.
Bring Bavlorna to these gates.
We understand you might have some feelings about her, but she's had a change of heart.
Bavlorna's tricked me before. Am I going to let her trick me again?
No. You're gonna let her tell you the honest truth, and we're gonna vouch for her.
Well, she's never done that in her life. Why would you do that now?
Because
she has to.
we threatened her.
She is under contract.
Yeah.
Two of you can roll me persuasion checks.
Not me.
Shout out.
All right.
Shout out, Bo. About to persuade this man so hard.
But you got it or me?
I said 2.
Oh, two persuasion checks? All right, let's fucking go.
Shout out. I had a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
What do I got? 17.
Oh, hell yeah, Bo.
That's gonna be 22.
All right, bring out the witch. We'll see.
Which, I mean, Bavlorna.
Not bad.
Bavlorna, why are you still hiding back there? Come on.
Do you think I'm fucking stupid?
That's it. Jeffrey?
Jeffrey is very strong.
If you know what's best for a little robot. I know I'm stuck between accents right now. I'm so sorry. I don't recommend that. I'll walk on my own or I won't be walking at all. I really can't go back to the other British accent now.
You need for me to hold your hand, Bavlorna.
I'll come out. I'll come out.
Do you want Alexander? He's yours anyways.
He's the most gentle.
Are you
was.
giving him back? Is that what's
Absolutely
happening?
not.
I will walk out on my own 2 feet. And she'll come out like 5 feet. She's still like a good 60 feet away from the dragon.
Does she hop like a frog?
She walks. She does kind of shuffle a little bit, but she doesn't hop so much. It doesn't give off the impression that she's looking to give. She kind of raises her hand.
Does the dragon look genuinely okay with this? Or like...
He raises himself up. What do you have to say for yourself, Bavlorna? She crosses her arms. All right, I promised to help you all. I did not promise to negotiate on your behalf with dragons.
What? Tell him what you're here for. You're here to wake up Zabilna. Is that not true?
I'm here to assist these magnanimous heroes, killers of witches, in the waking of my dear sister.
It's us. We're the guys.
That's us. We're pure of heart.
It's true.
Yeah.
So
We made a unicorn cry.
Have you ever had unicorn tears? I have.
Vincent?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Why are you the good ones at talking? Lotus
Please
will
tell me the
step
dragon
forward.
is distracted and didn't hear
And
anything.
not trying to make a persuasion check, but actually just trying to genuinely tell the truth to this dragon.
We should let the dragon taste unicorn tears.
It's true.
You should stop talking.
Give the last bottle away.
I got like 3 more.
Oh my god.
As chaotic and strange as my companions are, trust me, I know, we are actually here to help Zabilna and restore her to this land. We walked through 2 of the other witches to do that, and made this one sign a contract that she can't cast deals on people anymore.
I lost my dear friend once before because of my own stupidity. And I regret it more than I could possibly say. You understand why I'm hesitant to let it happen again.
What did you do?
I do. What can I do to show you that I'm being honest with you?
Don't think it's us, or at least we're the
Sorry.
lesser of the 2 worries.
Alright, who knows the zone of truth?
Wait, I want to know what he did. What did you do?
Let her in. I thought, oh, it's so nice. Her sisters haven't visited in so long. She'll be so happy to see them. And I was like, yeah, come on in. And you know, when your whole job is to look after somebody and then you fuck it up.
Yeah, I know how that feels.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well,
So how can I prove to you that I'm telling the truth and I'm here to help?
and I do actually know zone of truth.
You want that?
He's gonna lower his head down so he's approximately massive face, the tiny face with you, Nora.
Hello. Oh, please don't. I haven't bathed in a bit.
You can roll me a persuasion check, Nora.
Oh, goodness, am I good at those? Haha. Haha. No, actually, that's a 7. She's a little too nervous to be persuasive, quite.
Cast it then. Go ahead.
All right.
And she'll take her glaive and just start spinning it really fast over her head, like a majorette, just. And little stars and glittery bits are coming off of it, and they form just like a circular perimeter. Well.
And everybody in the
Help.
area
Bavlorna,
has
can you
to make
please
a
get over here?
wisdom
Alright.
save.
Bavlorna is going to, based on all the persuasion you did on her earlier, is going to choose to fail the save. And she is under the effects of the spell. Jabberwock absolutely fucking crushes it. He got a 26. He's chilling. He's just watching you guys.
I failed. On purpose.
All right. Is everybody else stepping out of the circle or resisting or letting it happen?
Oh, yeah.
If anyone,
I'll stay right here.
Yeah.
Letting it
In case
happen?
anybody needs
Let it
help.
happen.
Well, what's it feel like?
It feels like you can't lie.
It feels like when you drink warm apple cider.
Oh,
Nice.
Hmm.
All right.
We've got 2
Bavlorna
minutes.
kind of did a little walk to enter the circle where she's still kind of looking over her shoulder.
thank you.
But I asked questions. Well, yeah, I can do that. Are you here on good intent?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's hard to define good intent, honestly. Like, what does good mean to anyone?
Are we here to help Sibilna?
Oh, true. We've been struggling with that for the past few
And
days.
wake her up?
actually.
I'm here because I don't want to keep doing what I have been doing.
She's working on it. It's a gradual process.
Yeah, we
I
love
am
you.
Okay.
ready to assist these people in awakening Zybilna. Does that qualify? Is everyone happy with that answer? I don't have to put any kind of moral statements on it.
No, but you should call us heroes.
I'm not allowed to lie.
Okay, you're to put it most easily for you, you're not gonna hurt Zybilna while you're here. Is that true? At least not this time.
Way to sell it, though.
I'm not going to hurt her on. I'm really getting stuck in that northern English accent, but I'm not going to hurt her on purpose. I don't mean to hurt her, but sometimes even just seeing somebody can. I'm not going to do anything on purpose to hurt her.
Okay. Look over at Jabberwock. How does that sound?
Sounds emotionally conflicted.
Tell me, do you have siblings?
I don't know. I mean, I came from an egg a long time ago, thousands of years ago, but there were other eggs there. So,
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, emotionally conflicted is seems to be pretty par for the course.
With siblings.
Thank you for being polite, mostly, and for whatever the fuck you did to that one. Don't make me regret it, okay?
I think if we
that's
made
we'll
you
do again,
regret
of
it,
course.
then you would make us regret it a lot more. To be perfectly honest.
You see, for the first time since you began speaking to this hangdog dragon, who is a mopey and slow-paced gentleman. Yes, I would. Like, he gets a little bit of, yeah, I would. Like, he seems genuinely complimented by that remark. Been feeling less than useful for quite a while.
Oh.
He will, with his little, essentially with his big old head, he'll swing around over your guys' head a little bit. You might have to duck and take his massive canines and rip the vines off the front door there, leaving the handles open for you to approach and enter the Palace of Heart's Desire.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you treating me kindly.
Same to you.
I'm going to go
I mean,
back to my hole.
If you want me to treat you kindly, you're really beautiful to look at, I won't lie. I can't, actually.
Okay. Does anyone else have something they want to compliment me with? This is lovely.
You seem to enjoy it, so...
Frills. You would make a very good album cover. If you were on a like a heavy metal album cover, it'd be really cool.
I
Very
think
long.
so. I am very low. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Make your way. Keep your eye on the emotionally conflicted one, but make your way.
Thank you.
I'll say thank you in Sylvan
Have a
one
good
more time
day.
before advancing.
He will let you through. You guys gonna open that door?
Yo.
Oh, yes, we are.
Yeah! When you open the door to the Palace of Heart's Desire, the light streams through these cathedrals, like stained glass windows, and reflect off the white stone interior walls, still absolutely pristine, other than a thin coating of dust along the floor and the other horizontal surfaces. And there's a long hallway before you that leads into an open waiting room, at the center of which is a tall white throne, all curled and floraled and pointing towards the ceiling, and floating above that throne, over just a mass of jars and gourds and bottles and various other containers that are seated all over the throne, is a woman. Now, everything that you have seen of Zybilna before, I think the very first time you saw her was as a little shadow puppet figure in Madrik's performance at the Big Top. And she'd been described and shown as a beautiful woman with fairy wings and long, white, flowing hair. And then all these memories you've seen of her have all been of a rosy-cheeked, pretty young girl with curling white ringlets and a poofy white dress. And the woman before you is a very beautiful woman. She looks to maybe be in her 30s if you were to go by human years. She doesn't have fairy wings or ethereally curling white ringlets. She instead has white straight hair that falls and seems to be floating just a little, more from the magic than any kind of beautiful effect. She does have clear, healthy skin, a little bit rosy, but it looks more from sunburns and freckling and time spent outside rather than perfectly applied rouge. She has below one eye the stamp of chicken's footprint right below her eye, and she's heavy-lidded, low-browed, deeply asleep, floating above these jars and gourds and containers of memory. Quite asleep, quite entranced. And I believe this is where I'm going to call our break. I think this makes the most sense time-wise.
Whoa.
Yay.
All right, we'll see you guys when we get back.
Yay.
Bye. Frostwane, Lamentium, Floortide. These Zodiac-inspired powers and more await you in Stargazer's Guide to Aurora. Available on Drive-Thru RPG. Destiny is calling, adventurer. Look unto the heavens. Your story is in the stars.
Well, hello there. Of course you came to the grand dwarven city of Digbrand to see me. Ma belle Pebblegrit, tale extraordinaire to kings, queens, heroes, and legends. Have you gazed upon my latest masterpieces? Yes, this one for you. Don't you see how it calls to you, speaks your name? You are gorgeous, darling. The colors, the line work, the gods weep in the presence of your beauty. No one has looked more stunning in a pebble grit design. Please, I cannot bear to gaze upon your perfection for too long. You can find this mesmerizing merch at inkinliar.com. Go and unleash your fabulosity today and help support Ink and Liar. Do stop by my shop again. You simply must tell me about all that adventuring thing. Well, ta-ta, darling.
From the pocket to the table in seconds. Never forget your 1020 at home. Only at mitheраlarmory.com.
extra, extra, read all about it.
What's that you've got there, mister?
Why, this right here is Nine Realms Gaming.
Nine Realms Gaming?
That's right, top-notch gaming accessories made from some of the finest woods this side of the city has to offer. We got your dice vaults, we got your dice towers, dice trays, hero vaults, you name it.
Oh my!
Careful now, don't swoon into traffic. You can mosey on down to their website now. Use exclusive partner code LYRE10 to get 10% off your purchase.
What was that code again?
That's LYRE10. LYRE 10 at ninerealmsgaming.com. Hurry, they're selling like hotcakes.
Hello, everybody.
I was so not ready. Hello.
Hi.
To the wild beyond the Witchlight. Last we left off, the Witchlight playwrights had made their way from the Mother Horn across the New Dawn. The first time.
Are we doing the giveaway?
Yeah! Dylan.
Are
I
we?
didn't even need to be ready for this. Dylan is selecting who won the giveaway. Dill.
What giveaway? Anyways.
The one we all forgot about.
Except for you, apparently.
Bam! Mr. Standstill.
Oh, shit!
Oh. Congratulations! Somebody will be reaching out to you after the stream. Check out where to send you the things that you won. I'm insanely jealous because it's beautiful. Hope you enjoy it. Very excited for you, and thank you to everyone who entered the giveaway. If you didn't win tonight, absolutely check out their Kickstarter. I believe that these scrolls are add-ons. If you're a Kickstarter supporter, then you can get this as an add-on when you get your dice. So definitely recommend checking that out, and otherwise checking out everything on Mithril Armory's site, because they've got some beautiful, beautiful stuff. But congratulations to the winner. Thank you to everyone who entered. Let's just jump right into it. All right, so last we left off, like I said, the Witchlight playwrights had made their way from the Mother Horn in the land of Yon to the estate, gardens, and palace of the Heart's Desire, wherein lies the sleeping Zybilna, once queen of the lands of Prismere. You managed to convince her once bodyguard draconic figure who still lies in his old place of guarding, even though he has long since failed at his task of protecting the queen, convinced him that you, and even the betrayer Bavlorna, should be allowed to enter and make things right. And when we left off, you had opened the doors to see piles upon piles, stacks upon stacks of what you recognize to be just gourds, jars, bottles of memory, all and not glowing exactly, but humming with that faint vibration of, this kind of, I believe it's a divination or enchantment magic, and floating above it in the air, the Queen Zybilna herself. What would you guys like to do as you come across this site?
So do we just break these gourds, or?
Now, why are there so many gourds and jars here?
Well, if it was break the gourds, then we wouldn't need Bavlorna, right?
They're not quite breakable yet. It's not that complicated, really. It's something you could have worked out on your own, but it's... And she will look to the side, and with a wave of her hand, the vibrational energy seems to almost dim. It's still present. They are completely unbroken, and the sister lays sleeping. But it is now simple enough that you can destroy these memories that seem to be holding Zybilna in her eternal sleep. Go ahead. Do what you're going to do.
Why do you look so sad?
Well, not that it's any of your business at all, but sometimes you don't want to remember the things that will make you regret.
want to
That's
help
why-
us breaking them?
That's for younger and better people than I am, but I will cheer you on.
What were you
Is
saying,
that?
Nora?
I was just wondering if that's why you don't remember happy times with your sisters. You took that memory from yourself, or somebody took it from you so that you could do this?
Fuck if I know. But looks like we're going to find out, doesn't it?
True. But I think it'll be easier to reflect emotionally once this is done and set.
Oh, me first.
Sasha is standing beside you, Lotus, and he is practically vibrating. And Snudgak, if you start trotting off towards them, he's gonna go "Ah!" and start running at the things to smash him because he's decided what he thinks is going on here. And he's just going to essentially, I believe one of you gave him a short sword or a dagger at some point.
It was a scimitar, yeah.
Scimitar, he's gonna take the blunt end and just start smashing. What's everybody else doing?
I would like
Picking
to.
up jars.
I would like to pitch the jar to my pet, to my dragon son, and I want him to try and bat it with his tail.
Oh yeah, he will absolutely baseball these things.
Oh hell yeah!
One of those rec rooms. We're just destroying everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use primal savagery and just tear into a couple of them.
Just gonna grab them, jump up, and throw them at the ground.
I wanna try to like practice some like hoofball, throws. Maybe you can like aim for a target on like on a pillar or something, and then just throw a couple of them up there. See if I got any better over the years.
Throw me an athletics check with advantage.
Athletics check with advantage. Athletics does stuff. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
It does do stuff.
13.
Snudgak finds out every session. Athletics does stuff.
14. You are considerably better than you ever were in your youth. You can pull off some of those cool hacky sack tricks where like you kick it up, you land it on your shoulder, you get it on your head, and then you're able to headbutt it up to hit against the beam. Like you're doing pretty good at this. Balling it up.
Just on my head. And do like a fuck against the wall.
When does most coffee run out? Is it an hour? Or was it like a day?
Oh, that's true.
Don't ruin my fun, man.
We dropped
I'll get to that in a moment. Nora, and I don't know, Snudgak, if you've described what you're doing yet. How are you guys going about doing this?
I had to do it to him.
We just dropped him down from the bird, and he's just
so sad.
I had to do it to him.
Notice just picking up jars, double fisting, and being like, ah! Throwing one after the other.
Mashing your way through it.
Shattering them, yes.
All right.
I think while all this is happening, Nora's just like, she's got her glaive out as she's like watching Bevlorna, just like making sure that like while this chaos is happening, nothing else that's not supposed to be happening is happening.
Okay, you can roll me an insight that I will return to in just a moment. Vincent, what you up to?
I am also just grabbing these things, jumping up into the air, and throwing them at the ground.
Smash, smash, smash. Yeah, Clyde is there smashing too. Sasha. All of your sons are you've got one of your boys is playing baseball with you. The other one, essentially, there's a trampoline going on with Alexander, and George is just, Jeff is just with the knives in between when he bounces it up fantastically. And it starts off as a smash fest. It's just like a jubilant mess of sound and fury and getting some anxiety out. And as you smash this first thing into the ground, there is a flurry of sound and light and movement of whiteness that erupts out of this jar as you smash it, and the next, and the next. And you can see around you these moments of, did she really say that? I love you. I love you too. Mom, I don't want to go. Figures you don't recognize, figures you do recognize, materializing around you. You can see Endlin, a tall, stooping figure, not as massive as she was before you felled her, just maybe 7 or 8 feet tall, standing over a froggy figure, and an older woman with her pigtail sticking straight out, gesturing to the jars and going, I suppose this really is the best way to do it. Are you sure? And seeming to have some kind of conversation with each other that swirls into another. Sasha is standing in the midst of this white fog and just sort of standing there, like glancing around him, constantly looking at something that the rest of you cannot see. Vincent, you are in... It's almost like, you seen Gladiator? You know when Russell Crowe is walking along with his hand going through that field of grass? You have this vision of this whited out, lightened, faded meadow of flowers and grass and a low-lying clouds in the sun. And you're very small, smaller even than you are now. You're just a kid. You see a house with a gaggle of other little herringen in it. You see a mother at her window going, are you always out that late? My goodness, you're an adventurer, aren't you? And the father going, oh my God, I don't think this is a good idea for him to be out on his own. You remember shooting arrows against a tree with your younger brother. You remember having your own bed. You remember not being scared of anything. You regain all of your memories of your childhood in the land of Hither, where the meadows grow always with wildflowers, and the sun that kisses the edges of the sky each day very gently. Those memories are returned to you as you all smash through these gourds. Lotus, at a certain point, as you are, what were you doing again? You were
using primal savagery, so his fingernails are super long, and he's just...
At a certain point, you were almost
through them.
wrenched out and you twist around because you feel some arms grasp you from behind and just hug you around your waist. And how do you react?
I need to see whose arms they are first.
Sasha is looking up at you and he is fully, he's like a 12-year-old boy, almost 13, but he's got these red-rimmed eyes where you remember before he left that he had stopped wanting to cry in front of you. He had reached that age.
Mm-hmm.
This boy is... And he's just crying. And your insight is high enough that you know what has happened, and he knows what has happened, and he just pulls your cloak around his head and buries his head against your torso and stays there. And Nora, what was your insight check?
14.
14? It's hard to know exactly what is going on with Bavlorna, but there is a certain point where you can see some of that white fog that surrounded a few of your companions a little more thickly than it did others. It seems to descend upon her, and she almost seems to lean away from it, and she fully slides down and sits down on the floor, and it hovers around her for a moment. And she doesn't exactly have a change in expression, but she just crosses her arms and closes her eyes and kind of looks away from you. And before you can ask anything, before you have a moment to go, this is what happened, or what's going on, or Sasha, are your memories back, or anything like that, you hear a soft alightment, a landing of a woman in a seat. Hello, adventurers. As the white fog begins to clear away, you see the white-haired woman has returned to her throne. She has eyes that are a little bit more on the side of shrewd than sweet, and a posture that is a little bit more on the side of curious than gracious, but she is smiling at you.
Hello?
Hello.
Greetings.
Hello.
Hi.
Lotus is busy hugging.
It worked. You're awake.
Are you Zabilni?
I am Zabilna of Prismia. Who are you?
We're the Witchlight playwrights.
We're pure of heart adventurers.
Yeah, we're here to save you.
We were here to wake you.
You see her sister sitting down beside you, Nora. And there's a brief pause. She takes her eyes away and looks back to you all again. Well, unless I'm very confused, it looks like you were successful. This is incredible. I'm not so used for anyone doing anything for me, I have to say. Thank you. What drove you here?
Well, we came because of the carnival. You know, some people wanted to stop being employed by the carnival. Some people wanted employment at the carnival, and then there are a few other reasons. And then it's
People
kind
went
of a mess.
missing.
Yeah, everyone kind of has their own thing going on.
At the end, and I think she said that she needed you back.
There were leg hairs.
Yeah, it's kind of a plot twist.
So you weren't brought here by promises of riches beyond your wildest dreams or questions answered or anything like that?
No.
I mean, sort of.
Sort of?
Oh.
Rich is a very malleable term, you know?
We all wanted something when we started. We just didn't quite know we would all end up here, and well, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing.
No, I don't think so either. Come here. She's gonna stand up. She's not ordering you around like a waiter. She's just asking to see you a little bit clearer. Would you come over here, please?
Who?
In the armor. What is your name?
Oh, sorry. Nora?
Nora. Lovely
Kind of-
name.
She looks at Bevlorna. Does she look scared?
Lorna is still kind of... She's looking at what's going on. She doesn't look scared. She looks... What did you get, a 14?
Yes.
She looks almost embarrassed, would probably be the easiest way to put it. She doesn't look like she's at all frightened for you. She looks... Yeah.
She's
It is... You are in a strange court of a strange Fey queen. Of all the witches you have met, you've heard the best about this one, but she is her own being.
Cool.
Nora,
Nora shuffles forward.
what did you want when you began?
I didn't quite know. I was here on a mission from my goddess, and well, I just assumed I was supposed to help someone, but I mean, at the risk of sounding like some kind of 80s coming of age story, I think she sent me to the Carnival of Lost Things because I was lost. But I don't feel that way anymore, so...
What do you want now? What would you wish for?
Well, now that Well, now that I think I've completed my mission, I don't... Oh, well, there is, a woman. Her name is Daya. I don't think that I want anything, but, I think she might, enjoy not being half of her beloved dead horse anymore.
Oh. She looks up to the top left for a moment as though she's thinking of something, and you see almost like Studio Ghibli style, like her hair kind of...
I love the magic hair.
It is done. Thank you for all you have done.
Thank you.
Oops. You are welcome in my quarters anytime.
She gives like a curtsy or a bow, whichever one's easiest in her
In a suit of armor. You could easily do either. You are wearing the sister's own suit.
So she gives a graceful curtsy and steps away.
The Lady Sibilna returns the curtsy, and she doesn't quite look like she's laughing at you, but there is something very affectionate in her gaze. Right.
When Nora turns around, she's just kind of like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. Like, so cute.
You, little one. Come here.
Talking to you, Vincent. Go!
I wasn't sure if it was you or me.
It's obviously you.
Oh,
You're
thanks. I appreciate that. I will hop forward.
Hello, what's your name?
My name is Vincent.
Excellent to meet you, Vincent. I am Zabilna of Prismere. May I
It's
ask?
a pleasure to meet you as well.
Well, thank you very much. When you first came to my land, what did you want?
I wanted to prove to myself that I was capable of taking care of myself. That I didn't need people to watch after me.
Have you
But
proven that?
I feel I have, but at the same time, I feel I've learned that you don't always have to take care of yourself when you have friends and family.
What would you wish now, Vincent?
I would want to continue doing good for other people and making sure that others don't end up how I did.
See what I can do. Is there anything that would help you in this?
Maybe if I was just a bit stronger. But the size isn't really holding me back, apparently.
Excellent. And she looks up to the top left. It will be done. Vincent,
Thank you very much.
in this moment, as her hair floats gently, all the fur on your little fluffy body fluffs up at once. You have fur. Are you completely naked right now? Okay.
I'm wearing robes, but I don't have
Your
any
robe
hair.
kind of
he's naked.
floofs up around your little ankles. I forgot that you lost all your hair.
My hair.
Your robe lifts up a little bit. You kind of have to do the Marilyn Monroe thing. You get +2 to every single stat to bring you up into the next point. You are just a little bit stronger. Thank you very much, Vincent, for being a hero.
My pleasure.
She looks out at you all. Is anyone doing anything specific at this point, or are you all just standing politely?
Gazing in awe, I guess.
Lotus isn't paying attention. He's holding Sasha and running his fingers through his hair.
Nora's back by Bevlorna and just like in awe of everything that she's doing.
The other little one, my goblin friend.
No, I'm more than just little.
I don't know any of your names yet. What would you prefer for me to call you?
My name is Snugach.
Snugach. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Snugach.
Yeah, you too, Zabilni. You know, at first I didn't know if I liked you. Actually, I thought I kind of didn't like you when we first saw Nib's little replica thing, because you seemed kind of just really boring and mean and bossy. But you don't seem so bad.
I can be fairly boring and mean and bossy, I think, sometimes, but I'm working on it, if that helps.
I think it helps.
Snudgach, may I ask you, when you first came to Prism, what did you want?
Well, I guess what I really wanted was my freedom. I'll always want something. Usually it's what I see, and then I take it. But I guess if it was like a bigger want, it'd be my freedom. Which I did get. Because of your sister.
Bavlorna.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's right over there.
Oh no, I did see her, yes. Did she make you a deal?
Yeah.
I'm glad it's turned out well for you.
Yeah, it's pretty good so far.
Is there anything else that you would wish for now, Snudgach?
I can have, like, whatever I want.
So long as it doesn't kill someone or topple a government or that sort of thing. We try to keep things more on the up and up if we can.
It's like eyes get really big.
Okay, well, I am a Goblin King, as you can tell from the crown.
Mm-hmm. I do see that. Oh, excuse me. And she will do a deep curtsy. My lord.
Thank you, my lady Zabilni. Anyway, so, I'm a Goblin King, and I need a palace, or a kingdom, or a castle, but I don't have any of that, and, well, I want a place to keep my new friends safe. You know, something that's been really hard was, in my past, I lost somebody who's dear to me, and I never found her, but then I did find her, but I didn't want that to happen again. So I guess what I'm saying is, I want a kingdom where my goblin friends can stay safe, and we can always find each other again, because we know where to go.
Excellent. Do you have any preference as to the location of your newfound kingdom?
Well, it's gotta be somewhere big, and it's gotta be somewhere hidden, because if we steal lots of stuff, we need lots of room to keep all the stolen stuff, and we need to be hidden so that way no one finds us and takes back their stolen stuff. So maybe like a pocket in time and space.
A pocket in time and space that is your own private kingdom?
Yes, please.
A kingdom for your pocket?
Yeah.
Let's see. And she's going to squint a little bit. She's going to look up to the left, and her hair is going to float.
But it doesn't just have to be for goblins. It can be for all my friends, too.
Mm-hmm. And you will find... Do you have... I'm assuming you have pockets on your clothes, and then you only have the crown and the witch's hat on right now, right? Do you have a little backpack or anything, too? Or...
Yeah, probably a backpack.
Okay. In a moment, you can see kind of the fur on your tail and the floppy tip of your witch's hat float up for a moment, and there is a new pocket on your backpack. It's fairly large, about this big. You could stick your hand into it, and when you do, it tingles real bad, and it starts, you know, like Mary Poppins' bag, where you can just kind of start to disappear.
It just like sticks it in, sticks it out.
Wow! Hey! Somebody stick their hand in my pocket.
Clyde will stick his whole head in your pocket, but if you want the party to follow up.
Wow. Is this the way to my kingdom?
It certainly is a way to your kingdom. We'll see if you can find any others.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, my lord.
He'll go scuttling off back to his place.
You there with a quite magnificent cape. Who do I have the honor of speaking to today?
Just Bo for right now. We'll see if I can become magnificent later on. But
Well, Bo for right now. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Zybilna of Prismere. What brings you to my castle today?
Resetting the world, I guess. We were, we wanted to. I wanted a job, and this was, the most extensive job interview I've ever had in my life. Now I'm not sure if I want the job anymore because it's more of a you come across a better opportunity and a career performing across Prismere and touring with a band and stuff is kind of a way better opportunity. So I don't know if I want to go back to the Witchlight Carnival. Oh my god.
It sounds like you have many opportunities and questions in your future. Do you know what you want? Do you know what you would wish for, Bo, for right now?
I'm on the precipice of getting everything I've ever wanted. You know what would take a lot of magic to do? I would like the employees of TGI Durnsdays to unionize.
Oh, well. This is on the material plane.
Yeah.
Is there a particular location, or are you looking for an inter-franchise unionization?
Inter-franchise, all of them. They deserve better, man. I was there, worked a month's worth of a month's pay to get a ticket to the carnival is way too goddamn much. It's way too little. It's way too little, and they need to unionize and get some better pay. With a clause that they can dump soup on the on Karens.
Well, I will say that I cannot control their minds, but I can certainly put the paperwork in their path and ease their path considerably. Would that do for you?
That sounds great. That sounds great.
Let me see. Right. I believe that the first store will be unionized by, what is it, you call it Monday? Is that right?
Monday, yes.
Yes, the first location near the Fields of Plenty will be unionized starting on that date.
Oh, that's great. It's a very busy location. They'll need a fucking break.
Thank you for your generosity, Bo, for right now.
Thank you. Thank you for paving the way.
All right, there are two of you left. One of you is holding their younger brother. Alistair, what are you up to?
I got my children with me. I'm giving them the rundown of like what's about to happen.
Just realized how many people you have with you. To be fair, two of them cannot. I guess that's not an issue for her. All right, she'll glance between the two of you, and whoever seems the most ready to speak to her, she will reach out to.
I can go.
Yes, my friend with all the compatriots.
All right, come on, children. It's time.
Are they your?
These are all my children. Yes, newly found.
Fantastic. Well, pleasure to meet
Alistair of Tempest.
Alistair Tempest. I'm Zybilna of Prismere. And who are your children?
We have Cradlefall. He's the cute dragon. Then we have Alexander. He's the lily pad. And then we have Jeffrey with a G. Yep.
They're all ready. They're just standing in a line, kind of floating there, staring at her. They seem a little bit nervous. Cradlefall seems very nervous. He's kind of clinging to your neck a little bit. He's got his nails digging into the side of your head. But not in an aggressive way, just in I'm nervous, like a cat. But they're ready.
All right. you just get straight to it, or?
It's a pleasure to meet you all. Shall I be asking you individually what brought you here, or did you find them along your travels?
I like to think that I saved them.
That's lovely. Did you come here to save people?
I came here to save myself, actually. I knew your sister, and she kind of had me stringed up from birth with my rest of my family, and like, I wanted my freedom as well, much like Snootgok.
Did you find it?
I think so. I think I did.
I'm glad to hear it. It seems that you've been rehearsing something. Shall I allow you to?
Oh, of course. So I saw that we were granting wishes, and I immediately knew what I wanted. It might be a lot though. I would like for all of my children to be able to speak to me, not just one.
I think that is very doable.
Good. And for my brother, Kiri's, I would like to a push along the way to help him find a more noble journey in life, but also with time to party.
I can make sure that there's opportunities put within his path.
And I kind of feel bad because while 2 of my children are gaining the ability to speak, one of them doesn't need it. So for my last child, I was wondering if he might be able to make his own wish, because I don't know if he wants to stay here or not. He might want to go find his real mother.
Cradlefall kind of climbs around your neck a little bit and kind of doesn't look like he's super ready to speak. He's having a bit of a shy moment. He looks at you like,
Yeah, I told you, just do as we rehearsed. She's a nice lady. Look, she takes care of other dragons. You saw the one outside.
I would like I don't know if I have a mother, but I found my real father. And I would like to be able to grow strong enough so that I can protect him. And he's gonna crawl over your shoulder. And he's gonna crawl back around there and hide his head essentially like down the back of your shirt. I can absolutely do that for you. Now these are a couple at once, so it might take a moment. I do apologize. And she'll hold up her hand and look up to the left, and her hair will practically go straight up with the crap that she's doing. And probably the first thing that you would notice is that suddenly Cradlefall becomes very heavy, and he kind of rips through the back of your shirt a little bit and starts crawling down.
Oh God.
Cradlefall is now, instead of being a baby, is considered a green dragon wormling. So he's not an adult yet, he's still a kid, but he is your companion, a green dragon wormling, and he wants to stay with you. I love, if anyone has to run anything to these characters in the future, I've made life extraordinarily difficult for you. But I won't be DMing it, so no problem.
Join us for the Christmas special.
The green dragon wormling paladin sorcerer. And he's kind of running around and looking at his feet and like blowing smoke. He's having a great time. Jeffrey kind of rolls up to you. Father! Father!
Son!
Father! Still learning to speak. This might take moments. Working on it.
Wait. Can the robot now speak common, or is Alistair just not going beep beep boop beep?
Yeah, it's entirely in binary. It's going beep 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 beep. But you can understand it perfectly, and you can communicate back and forth.
Let's go. Oh.
Everybody else just thinks Alistair's going crazy.
And then Alexander kind of floats there in the back for a moment. Nice. And he kind of dips down. He's gonna nudge under Cradlefall's feet, who fully is like knocked over, not used to full limbs yet, rolling over with his gets on top. I'm terrifying. Scary. Thank you all so much. You will find that your brother has a couple job applications on his desk in the future. His life, he will have the opportunity to do better if he so chooses.
Good.
Thank you very much, Alistair Tempest, for everything that you have done.
I grab all my children. It's hard
You can
now,
no longer
because one's
live.
huge. It's harder now. Well, it looks like Cradlefall, you're the new carrier of the children. Alexander, you're back. Is that ease?
Nice. I mean, I'm okay either way.
How do I talk to the lily pad? Is there like lily pad talk?
It's more like a hum emanating from within the lily pad.
And then
you now speak the mystical flow of the universe that runs through all living plants.
And the universe says,
the force.
Chill.
Alistair grabs all of his children, and as he's walking back, tears stream down his face, and he's like, let's go party.
Party! And they are overjoyed, and they come to the back with you. And my second to last here, you two. Brothers, is that right?
Yeah, by this point, Lotus has kind of noticed what's going on, because he's not completely blind, but he was having a moment, and he kind of looks up from just holding Sasha. He's like, yeah, that's right. Hello.
I am Zabilna of Prismir. Who do I have the pleasure of making the acquaintance of?
I am, my name is Lotus Kamash, and this is my brother, Sasha Applebottom.
Applebottom. Yeah, hi. Lotus and Sasha, what brought you to the lands of Prismir?
I came to save my brother.
I didn't come here on purpose. I could tell you all about it. It might take a while. I completely understand. May I ask you what you wish for now? Lotus first.
I think the worst feeling I've ever had, or maybe second worst, was having my brother taken from me. So I'd like him to be strong enough that nobody can ever take him by force again. I'd ask to see my mom again, but I don't think I deserve that, to be perfectly honest.
I can grant you both the power to seek out your mother for yourself. I cannot control her, but I can aid you.
I would like to apologize to her.
I understand. I can do this for you. And she's going to look to the top left of her hair. And your brother is still a young boy. You can see. I don't know how to put this because it's not like he gets muscly and huge, but it's more. You can see him settle into himself more. That little bit of confidence that he has not had. This idea that he was always a detriment to every situation that he was in, that he was messing things up for everyone, seems to leave him. And the little journal that you gave him, that he has been filling out, trying to figure out how to become a star druid of his own, seems to thicken considerably. And there was something that you had noticed when Bavlorna had written in your journal and shown you how to find your brother, that warm sensation of the journal. And with how close you are to Sasha now, you can feel the journal might have some guides in it. It might have some stars that you could follow if there is a direction that you want to go. Mechanically, I will say that he got increases to his dexterity and his wisdom, and that he is now a level 3 star druid. Oh.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Lotus Kamash. And Sasha, unless Lotus, did you need anything more from me?
He's been just as brave as any of us.
Sasha Applebottom, what would you wish? Okay, I was thinking about it this whole time, but there's kind of a lot going on, and the thing that I keep coming back to is that they keep talking about a Subaru. Could we have a Subaru, please?
You don't have to. You don't have to do that, honey.
Yes, you do.
You need a Subaru.
You don't have to spend a wish on the Subaru because you already kind of have one. Growing, at least. Could I take a look at that, please? And she's gonna gesture, point to you, Bo, and to the mug that's sticking out of your saddlebag.
The thing that keeps beeping?
Yeah, it's a
lovely.
Subaru. We told you.
I mean, it still looks like a dolphin to me, but like a little one. But
Oh, yes, of course, it used to be a dolphin. Now it's going to be a Subaru. Such is the way of adulthood, you know? And she is going to draw out the water so it floats above her hand with the little, or the healing potion mostly now, it's floating in an orb over her hand with the little Pixar car dolphin hybrid floating in it, only about this long. Is this all right with you? Are you ready to go? And it'll do a little twirl in there. Do a little flip. All right. With a wave of her hand, the entryway that you guys came through originally, which maybe it was enough for like 2 people to come through at once, widens to what you could call a 3-car garage opening.
You know, just
Look up to the left. Blow gently on the orb so it floats down towards the floor in front of you guys. Hair fluffs up. And if you guys have seen the covers of the Animorphs models where like a person is turning into a dog, this is like if you watched a dolphin turn into a 2007 Subaru in the middle of the Queen's Court. Among you, standing in between you all, is a 2007 silver Subaru with a convertible top. I don't know anything about cars. I'm going to say a 2000 Subaru can have this. A convertible top, extra seats in the back. You can even fold it out to have a double-decker seat because this is a fairy realm. You can all fit in this car.
oh my god.
yo.
Specialty seats. You can get a centaur in there. The trunk is like a pocket, like a bag of holding, so it can fit so much shit in there. Yeah, you got a wormhole in your trunk. You can fit your whole party in here. None of you know how to drive, but that's a problem for another day.
Animal handling check. Let's go.
I'm gonna say because this is technically a dolphin, you can use animal handling checks to drive the Subaru.
Yes, Lone Guard with summer and winter tires.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Ready for all occasions. I told Jake I was gonna do this, and he said, "That sounds stupid." And I was like, "Yeah." Continue.
That's why Jake isn't here right now, right?
The Subaru.
That's his campaign is later.
The Subaru is presented before you, and it It is yours to use. And you can see everyone is gathered around and prepared for this. And she says, I think that there is one final wish I have to grant. And she's going to walk around you all. I don't know what you guys are doing at this point. What are you guys up to when this car arrives?
Contemplating Subarus.
Come on, Vincent.
I'm trying to see
you
if
need
my
drive back.
I'm trying to see if my dragon wormling fits in the seating.
Wait, we're driving?
Yeah,
I'm
we're
seeing-
gonna drive.
I'm seeing what the buttons do on the key.
One locks it, one unlocks it, one makes it start going, like seems to turn on the radio and just shuffle through music of some kind from many different planes. You get to like elemental plane of fire music and it just like it catches that radio. It can get all stations.
Can we look for the elemental plane of Earth for rock music?
Yeah, you can if you want to.
Just the sound of crunching gravel.
I prefer earth, wind, and fire, but
Oh my god. Anyway, there is a little GPS that you can out to give you directions to places that are within the plane that you are currently on. And you guys, as you are testing out all the buttons and everything on the dashboard, the windshield wipers are going nuts. You can fit a centaur and a dragon wormling into the back seat. It appears to be an interdimensional space that can just expand. The car gets extremely long. It'd be difficult to fit places.
Yeah, Vincent and I call driver.
I don't know. You don't.
Yeah, we do. We just did.
We already got it.
But
That's
Jeffrey
too
just got his driving
and
permit.
one's on.
Jeffrey just got. Wait.
Vincent, do you want the top or the bottom?
None of you are driving
top.
the dolphin.
Top. All right.
You are not good at animal handling.
I
This
am
is
an
a dolphin. This is a dolphin, and you
Vincent
don't know
knows
how
to
it
talk
works.
to animals.
Well, animal. This is a mammal, right? So it's not an animal.
That's. Excuse me.
Nora said so.
So as you guys are tumbling into this car, Vincent has the steering wheel, Snugag is on the ground with the pedals. You might not be entirely sure what they do, but you can start messing with them if you want.
Yeah, just go,
Yeah.
stop, go.
You start jerking your way out of the palace, and you can see as you all, it might take you all a second, like jumping into the car as they're starting to drive away, but you can see that Zabilna appears to be approaching her sister. There's a moment of silence. Zabilna reaches her hand out, and Vavlorna kind of stoops back a little bit, but she just puts her hand on her shoulder, and it doesn't quite look like forgiveness yet. Anyone with an insight above a 12 would recognize this is going to take some time and a lot of work, but you've done a truly excellent thing for Vavlorna Blightstraw, Witch of the Present, and given her a chance to be something other than what she thought she was always going to be. And as you drive your 2007 Silver Subaru out of the Palace of Heart's Desire, completely ramming into an ornamental topiary directly in front of you, I'm going to say a sleight of hand check from Snudgak and a survival check from Vincent to drive this car, because this car loves you, except for Alistair, who we will never forgive.
Are we ready to go? Are we ready to go, everyone?
I really don't.
Yeah.
I think I should give you this
I know
key.
which one's the go, so...
And then
Where
Snut's
are
gonna
we
just
going?
lunge forward and body slam the gas, just lay on it. With a
Are
sleight
we
of
about to
hand.
run over a dragon?
25.
25?
At least you got 25. I rolled a 6, so a total of a 12.
A total of a 12, absolutely brilliant. So because Snudgak, what you're trying to do is go as fast as possible, you just kind of... You're going really fast, not entirely the direction that you want to go in, but you have a beautiful, as you come careening off these front steps of the palace, you can see the entirety of Prisonere over this new daylight of early morning. You can see the gardens growing again with their beautiful flowers. You can see that her gardening equipment is still out here. Clearly she took care of it herself. You can see the great dragon lifting himself up and ignoring your car completely, just sticking his head in and going, and having a moment. And you get this beautiful cresting vista as your car begins to slowly flip in the air. You see this sight of that early morning sky, the great peak of the Motherhorn, and it's bristling a theater on top that you can see light, and you can feel like you can hear the rock music playing up there. Beyond it, this great everlasting forest of gold, and beyond that, the great wildflower meadows of Hiver, the land of eternal flowers. And you see what you have done for Prismeer, and that you see that your road ahead, unwritten as it is, and as wildly as you are driving, is completely your own. I would like to take this moment to ask where you're all heading, if that's okay.
Well, while I'm driving, I'm actually going to pass back to the passengers the pipe that I have out of one of my pockets so they can enjoy this road trip with the extra good kush.
Yes. He has a robe of useful things that includes a pipe of endless good kush.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm gonna pass out
I thought you
some
said you were here to
mushroom
party.
vodka.
Did you roll for that, or?
Yes.
You did.
Did. I guess I'll pass out the mushroom vodka if that's what we're doing.
My son is a green dragon.
I got like 3 more jugs.
It's a green dragon.
Vincent,
Dragon.
after this session of good kush and mushroom vodka, where do you think Vincent is going to go? What's he going to do?
He's definitely going to stop by home first and check on his little brother. And he might see if his brother wants to go out and adventure.
Your mother is all for it, your father is terrified, and your brother is old enough to make his own decisions, at least over summer vacation. He is ecstatic to join and train with you and learn from the absolute hero who is his big brother. And you pass back that kush. Who's the first one to grab the pipe?
I came to party.
All right, Alistair, you came to party, and as you take that first drag of that good kush, do you know what you're gonna do next?
Really
Yeah.
get thirsty.
So had extensive plans with me and my children to think about everything. I'm gonna take my children to see the world, and the first stop is the Seder Party City. Let me come up with a name real quick for the Seder Party City.
Party Central.
Hell yeah, Party Central. We're going to Party Central, the Saders, where we're gonna swing from vines. Also have more good kush. And then I'm gonna show them. My children haven't gotten out of this world, at all. They've kind of been stuck with their captors. So I'm about to take them all over. Like, we're going all the planes of existence, and we're about to see it all.
Hell yeah. For a couple of those trips, first Heroes, and then Andros is your other brother, right?
Yeah.
Yes. On one trip, just Heroes joins. After like
And
2
Draco.
trips.
I got Draco too.
Yeah. As your trips go on, you'll occasionally get one of your brothers joining, a little stiff, a little awkward, a little, hello, brother. How goes it with you? But they are trying their best, and you can see as you spend this time with them and you show them the world the way that you're showing your kids the world, and also you have this sick-ass dragon and so many kids, that you are freeing their fates as you have freed yours. Hell yeah.
One drag at a time.
Who are you passing it off to?
Snudgak probably. I imagine Snudgak would be all over me for that next hit.
Pass it under here!
She's like laying on the gas.
Just don't eat it. Just don't eat it.
Why?
It's not the edible kind.
So then we'll take a drag of this kush, apparently.
You can also just bite it if you want. It's
Yeah, I'll pour some on my tongue to taste it.
It's gross. It doesn't taste great.
My favorite flavor, gross. And Snud, I think the next thing Snud's gonna do is gather up his goblin gang, and they're going to first of all establish their kingdom. They're gonna explore it. Yeah, they're gonna find. I think they find different entrances for it in unlikely places. Usually, when they're running away, stealing things, or running and diving into a hole, and then they fall into the kingdom. They are going to go back and visit the carnival, and the Snud will tell them, "We are not stealing this time," which is a little different for Snud.
Ooh.
We're gonna pay for everything, and completely overindulge in carnival food. I was gonna see about Palasha real quick. I think Snid would kind of like at a distance check on what she's doing after they did that thing with that guy.
Yes. I believe his name was Octavius. It's been a hot minute since we checked in on Octavius and Palasha. Palasha is still intrinsically a very good performer. And she does seem to have reconnected with Octavius to a certain extent. You get to go to the big top performance and see all the beautiful shows. You see shows that you've never seen before. You see some reenactments of your adventures here. And you also see Palasha sing with her accompanist on the piano and the flute and the snare drums and many different instruments, Octavius. And you also get the pleasure of seeing what they interact when they're not on stage and how much they have grown to fucking hate each other. They drive each other absolutely insane, just darting through gritted teeth. They have gotten everything they ever thought that they wanted. And they're gonna stick with it.
Yeah, they're probably in the audience like, boo, where's the chemistry? Throwing like churros and popcorn and shit. Other than that, I think they're going around stealing stuff. I think they have kind of like a Robin Hood, a weird, twisted Robin Hood type situation where they steal stuff from a lot of rich people and then distribute it, but also make deals, because that's what they do. I think we're going to try out all of Jingle Jangle's keys along the way.
On every single keyhole, she's like, this could be it. I think we should really try it on this one. And then 47 keys later, no, I'm going to try the next door. Right, let's go.
Like to make some pretty crazy inventions.
Mm-hmm.
And
she does make you a glitter cannon.
Yes.
She does build a glitter cannon as soon as you request it.
Everywhere we use that. We pick up lost goblins along the way. And I think Snood is going to train Giza to be the best thief ever.
Wonderful.
Next in line.
You hack up your good kush. You take it back out of your mouth. Who are you passing it off to? You just stick your hand up and see who grabs it.
Who wants it next?
Come on! I'm just going to throw it. It's going to hit somebody in the head.
I'm sitting in the passenger seat because I was trying to drive, but they stole it from me. So I'll go ahead and ride shotgun and take a nice fat hit.
All right.
Wow.
Where does Lotus see himself and Sasha? Sasha, who is going, do I get to take a hit?
No.
Why?
Give it a couple of years.
Oh my god. Okay.
Just 2 more. Okay? 16th birthday. I think, did you even age when you...
No! It's gonna take forever.
Oh.
This.
Okay. Just this once.
My barely developed brain is oh,
I should have taken the small one.
What future do you see for yourself and your brother and all your friends?
I imagine after a night, or maybe 2 nights, or perhaps even 3 nights of celebration. Probably at the inn at the end of the world. That might be one of the stops. Maybe go back to the drinking game at the land of the present, past, that one.
Oh, the carnival at the land of the past with that.
Yeah, there was some drinks there.
Young centaur. Yeah.
Might hit him up for a little bit. Maybe see the Tunnel of Love for myself.
Yeah, the Cyclops does check in to see if you're down, but he will very politely, He's totally down if you're not down. Just checking.
I'm glad he's so considerate of my feelings. Well, we'd have to see where the night goes. And eventually make our way back to the carnival, and obviously want to check in with Mr. Light. That's at least what he's gonna do, but he's gonna make sure Sasha gets home to Dad first. And after all that, we'll probably go on some crazy adventures with the rest of them. Probably help Sasha along the path a lot. Maybe teach him a thing or two about Mephisto.
He'll consider it. He's thinking he might want a more hardcore god. He's thinking of calling himself Sharp Knife.
Ooh, that's... Uh-oh. Nora?
Does anybody want this? It's gross.
What? Sure. Why not? Nora will take it. Just like the smallest.
Take it deep.
Smallest drag.
Deep more.
It coughs for 20 straight minutes.
More. Everybody is the whole time. More.
She's dying, but I think after this she will take a long-needed trip home. She'll sort things out with her family. She'll apologize to her would-be fiance. And just yeah, she'll put in that work that she was afraid / didn't know to do when she was younger, but she'll work at that and maybe go on a couple dates. We'll see.
Yeah. Gaia is very much looking forward to her date at the inn at the end of the world with you that you have booked. And you guys will see where the future takes you, but for now, it's very nice to be able to go on dates with a beautiful girl who does bring her horse with her like everywhere. So that's a little weird. She's definitely a horse girl, which was harder to tell when she was a literal horse girl.
That's so adorable of her.
But you have long conversations where you hold hands and feed carrots to her horse. It's very cute.
We hold hands, then we hold hooves with the horse, and it's
yeah. I do have to ask: does Nora ever get to give her PowerPoint presentation to Snudgak?
Oh, she'll absolutely do that. She keeps tabs with the rest of the group, and on one of her visits to go see Lotus and Sasha, she will drag Snood, and together she and Lotus will give Sasha and Snood the grand PowerPoint.
Is this at a temple of Mephisto, or is this at your home? Where is this being held?
You know, where better than my home with my sisters. So they're like having this giant thing. They're surrounded by the other maids of Mephisto. They're all into it.
Lotus will be in charge of special effects while you do the talking. You'll just like confetti popper.
Are there at least snacks?
And of course, there's assortments of fruits and
tiny
little
sandwiches.
tiny cakes and such.
Ooh, cakes.
There will, Snudgak, it's up to you if you would choose to prevent this, but crawling out of your backpack pocket to absolutely rob this temple blind are little goblin hands during the presentation.
Oh, no, they can go, whatever.
I mean, we don't have much, but you can have cakes. We're good people. You could just ask us for things.
Notable will pick up the fruit platter and just pour it into the hat on their head.
Okay.
The hat over time grows quite bulbous with this eldritch being inside of it.
Yeah, technically, if you convert me, you also convert Blippy too.
I
Isn't
don't
it?
know what the policy is on that, but
We come in a package.
But she'll kind of look over at Lotus and like, we're very open door.
Don't compare me to that. What? Hang on.
All right. The last of the party to check in on here. Bo, the Magnificent. What are you up to?
I don't call because I know how to party. Burns Day.
Oh, sorry.
No such thing as Fridays here.
Bo is going to, after traveling for years with Heart's Desire, they split up, they got back together, they split up again. They had a VH1 documentary about him. He wrote a song in Loxodon that was pretty much just all throughout it. But after a long, illustrious career, I think Bo never quite made up with his father. But the father did, enjoy the plane that the money bought him, But we do meet up at a TGI Durns Days with Bo's sisters, who I can't remember the name of. And then we're going to look over and see that a Karen is yelling at a waitress. And that waitress is going to pour hot soup on this Karen. And Bo's just going to smile.
That's what unionization does for you.
Yeah. It's in the clause. It's part of the contract they signed.
Wonderful. The stories that you, the blood gods, have heard here today of what happened to the Witchlight playwrights are as accurate as we know how to share them. If you'd like to hear the stories yourself, every 8 years, you may chance to come across a carnival that visits the material plane. The Witchlight Carnival. In the deep of the night, its glittering lights and its soaring calliope music may draw you into the woods to hear tales of Vincent, the heroic Harrington, or Lotus and his brothers who follow the stars. If you'd like to hear those stories, I'd recommend that you follow the sound of the music as they did. And you allow a little bit of that fey bullshit into your heart. And I believe that this is where we are going to end the campaign. I had an unexpected emotion about that. I cannot overstate how wonderful it has been to have had the players that I have had and the party that I have had, who I love very much. I am absolutely in love with all of your characters, and I am so happy to see them be absolute nuisances to society, most of them, well into their days. Yeah, I believe that next Wednesday we're going to be meeting up again to talk about the campaign a little bit, what we enjoyed, what we wish we got a chance to do, who we would gladly kill in cold blood if we got the opportunity, that kind of thing. So feel free to join us for that chat next week. It'll be at the same time here on the channel. Oh my goodness. Here in a hot second, you got a little glimpse of it accidentally earlier when you got rolled into a sardine can a little bit too early. You're going to get a special sneak peek of what's going to be time slot soon, but I'm going to run through some of my announcements first. Is that the direction we should do it? How do we, should we do a fun announcement first or what?
I feel like before we do any kind of announcement, we need to give Deanna applause for running this amazing game.
Absolutely.
That's for damn sure.
Oh, thank you. That's very sweet, you guys. Thank you very much. Now stop immediately.
It's like embarrassing you.
Thank you. I think that what we're going to do first, before we get into thanking partners and shouting out everyone who joined us this evening, which of course we're very excited to do. We love you all, but I think I want to share our exciting new project. It's going to begin airing on August 8th, and I believe you're going to get to see Third. Yeah. Sorry. It's going to be on Wednesday, so the 3rd is correct. On August 3rd, it's going to be starting at 8 p.m. instead of 8:30 Central Standard Time. And you're going to get to see James, Max, Raina, and Dylan are going to be on it alongside, I think CJ and Brandon are going to be joining us as well, who are other members of our beloved cast here at Ink and Lyre, who, if you aren't acquainted with them, congratulations, you're going to be acquainted with them. They're both fantastic. I don't want to give away too much now, so I think I am going to, what would be, you're not taking them to the Feywild this time. I think gently cradling them like Sam carrying Frodo up Mount Doom to the ancient lands of Aurora would be most accurate. Would you mind doing that for our blood gods here, Dylan?
I can, but gods, please bear with me as I have to fix the scene.
Okay, I'll give you guys a little bit more details. It's going to be a short run. It's only about 5 sessions long. So I think this was 20 some, oh, there's a number right here, 25 sessions long. This is going to be a fifth of that size. It's only 5 sessions. It's a fast little story set in the beginning of Aurora to show you the tone and what you should be excited about will be in this oncoming video. Oh, it's going to be DM'd by Daniel as well, who you should know if you watch our Monday night show, Fate's End. He plays Samson. He's DM'd a lot of games for us in the past. It's going to be fantastic.
So somebody's gonna die.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I am a very soft DM comparatively to Daniel. Dylan, you ready?
I think we're good.
Yeah. Okay, get up. Squat down. Let him get on your back.
Sorry.
Let him get up there. Come on. Thank you, Dylan. Let's go. We're back. Hello. So as you guys saw, we've got Brandon, CJ, Dylan, Max, James, and Raina joining us for an adventure early on in the lands of Aurora. If you're not familiar with Aurora, get familiar with Aurora. First of all, on Monday nights, we play a homebrew Dungeons & Dragons campaign set in Aurora. I am in that game, Danny is in that game, and Raina is in that game. And additionally, last year, we did a whole Kickstarter of our setting guide with a lot of adventures and creatures and NPCs and all kinds of fun stuff, and all about the land of Aurora. And this is going to be a really cool little I call it a mini campaign, somewhere between a one-shot and a mini campaign, because it's only 5 sessions long, where we are exploring the ascent of Tromperie into godhood and the companions who followed her there. We're starting at 8 Central Standard Time on August 3rd, DM'd by Daniel Hodges. And that's the information that I have. I'm really excited to see where this goes, and I'm very excited to see all of you guys play it. I'm really, really delighted. I think the only other announcements are, if you enjoyed our show, thank you so much for joining us. It's meant so much to have you guys along on this journey, our beloved blood gods. If you enjoyed this show, you want to check out our later shows, you want to check out our Monday night homebrew game that I was telling you about, following us is fantastic. We appreciate all of our followers. If you are able to, consider supporting us with a sub or use your free Twitch Prime subscription. It's one of the best ways to show your support, and it means an awful lot to us. You can also subscribe to us on our YouTube, where you can get our VODs of stuff and also a lot of our after show content. Max put a lot of work into putting our after shows for this show together, and those are a lot of fun and absolutely ridiculous. So if you like how ridiculous we are, you can absolutely check that out. If you want to check Ink and Lyre out and see what we're up to, you can follow us on social media. Use Command Socials, it'll bring up all our official stuff. Or if you like us on an individual level, again, my name is Deanna, it's James. Zach, Max, Raina, Dylan, and Danny with me today and for this entire campaign, and I love them very much. And you can use Command Ironcast to follow us on an individual level. I think that that's all that I have to yell about. So I am going to bowl this one down to Dylan so he can thank you guys for joining us and get us started on a raid, right?
I gotta thank everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we got some.
Yeah.
Well, everybody for joining. It's a great session. Proud father of 3 talking children now. And first off is McBluff with 50 bits. Thank you. The Grouch Couch, the raid. Thank you. Hobbies for happiness. Thank you. Grouch Couch, follow. Thank you. Certifiable nerd with the resubscription. Thank you. Barack Obama with the resubscription. Certifiable nerd. Gifted sub. Lotsky. Bits. Hype train. Garden run about then. And then Barack Obama comes in from the top ropes. 20 more gifted subs. Thank you. Had Legend. Mahone Capone.
I can hear you okay.
Y'all
Is everybody's mic cutting out?
Oh, no.
Okay. You're facing away from the mic. You got to talk directly into it. You got to cradle that mic.
I gotta restart it, bro. I gotta back from the top. we gotta go back from the top. Y'all heard it? Y'all about to hear it again.
It's true. It's true.
All right, here we go.
You gotta know how much you love them. I also gotta point out that I just lost all of my Valor tokens.
As well you should.
I have never won.
Listen, we don't talk about how the house always wins. Anyways, McBluff with 50 bits. Thank you. The Grouch Couch with the raid. Thank you. Hobbies for happiness with the follow. Thank you. The Grouch Couch with the follow. Thank you. Certifiable nerd with the 7-month resubscription. Thank you. And Lucky 7 indeed. Flock Obama with the resubscription for 1 month, coming in on almost 2 years. Thank you. Certifiable nerd with the 1-month gift sub. Thank you. Lotsky's cheering 100 bits. Thank you. And then from the top rope, once again, for the double finisher, Flock Obama with 20 gifted subs. Thank you. Legends of Evantris with a braid of 28. Thank you. Mahone Capone with the follow. Thank you. Lone Guard with the follow. Thank you. The Harmonic Ninja with the follow. Thank you. And that is it for the second time. Hope everybody got that. There will not be a third.
Wait, I couldn't hear.
That's, you know what? And thank you all for joining us, and hopefully you will continue to join us as we start our recap next week of this session. I think, is that what we're running live on Wednesday?
We're doing a recap of the whole thing.
Are we running that live? You're streaming that?
Live.
Join us for that. Give our reactions, favorite moments,
You
all
can
of
ask
that.
questions. You can
Ask
heckle
questions.
us. Whatever you
That's
want
right.
to do.
Whatever you want. We're here for
Call
it.
us nerds if you feel like it.
Does not do that. But
Oh, Dylan's sensitive.
I'll have to
forgot.
roast back. I won't have to do it to him. I might lose viewers. But you can also join us on the 3rd for the new campaign. without further ado, I'll go find someone to raid. See you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
And we're raiding. Of course, if you sang it on the third, it harmonizes. Okay.